Where are we? There we are. All right. As your team moves forwards into the next stage of your plan, well, I wouldn't consider it a plan, more as the events that have followed since you've entered into the city, which, let's be honest, have gotten a little out of hand, just a tiny bit. After leaving Hythe without too much of an issue, you enter into Quota after getting towards Mighty. Thinking that you'll be able to help people and things like that, you managed to get here as basically the king assigned you to these missions, finding out what exactly is happening to these cities that aren't reporting back. When entering into the city, known as Quota, you entered inside and, well, more or less broke the law immediately, as Nikolai wasn't more or less allowed to enter inside, so jumped, shifted, bamfed into the city, while the rest spoke with the guards, and through luck, ingenuity, and just picking up the two people that were about to stab you in the back while on the road, they were allowed in, and they basically said you guys are their bodyguards. So, you entered inside. Nikolai still wanted, by the way. So, from time to time, Nikolai, you transformed into a friend, an ally, or someone you consider there, as Nikolai would probably, been transforming into that form for a while now. Keeping low. While in the city, you encountered the individual that, well, is very, very close to you, Nikolai. I would consider them maybe not a friend, but definitely someone close to you.
Yeah.
To discover what's exactly going on, you headed out to the highest ranking individual inside the city, which was the mayor as well as the high cleric, the new high cleric. And, well, immediately you discovered that this person was the bad guy. Someone you've seen before, or rather your team has seen before, and given a description. While helping them out to discern what exactly they're after, you guys discovered it was a book that enhanced someone's property of magic, but only someone of lawful nature could wield it. Instead of giving it to the enemy, you guys basically decided to attack the mayor. They were hurt, injured, and an associate of theirs took them out of the equation, and you managed to defeat the rest of the enemies around you. You then went into the sewers, hid for a while, went back up to discover what the book can do, and learned of its very, very potent magic. And then, with Nikolai's associated help of another friend, more or less potential lover, honestly, Nikolai hasn't gone there yet, but we're kind of hoping. Out of game.
It's just like a small, burning friendship.
Burning friendship. You guys got in contact with the Thieves Guild inside, known as the Night Owls. Now, with their help, you discerned more about, well, the enemy that is the true enemy. And there is something underneath the tombs, well, not the tombs, the catacombs, underneath the church area, where you'll need to go to discern and break the hold on the city. What you do from here is entirely up to you. As it's always been, you either make things better, or you make things worse. Nadia, on the hand, will be accompanying you as you ask the Thieves Guild for help. Quinn and Quill are the bandits you took in. I want to say took in, but kind of seems demeaning. Vera and Vol are also part of your allied groups. Vol is the second heir to the kingdom, currently looking for her older brother. Keeping an eye out. Others are looking for him specifically. And Vera is to also assist you while traveling, so you don't get lost.
Gotcha. And then Jim is in the cellar of the house, and then
yes.
And then who is the leader of the guild? Did he leave?
Hugh did leave after the questioning. When interrogating and investigating, Hugh was there, the leader of the Night Owls, to help you out, basically to interrogate one of the enemies you took alive, Jim. However, after the systematic questioning, he was basically drugged unconscious, put in the cellar, and then, he has to run his own organization. He just can't be there forever. So he left, leaving Nadia in his place.
Okay. And did we get a chance to go to sleep yet, or was this just an? We did sleep.
You did.
Yeah, we
You took a long
Okay.
rest. You know that the enemy leader will take time to get back down to the catacombs. By midnight tonight is when they normally do it, but since they've been attacked, obviously precautions are making way before she actually takes a step back out there, seeing if her body's okay, seeing if everything else is okay. Basically, because you attacked her, they're being cautious with her surroundings. However, you can also tell that she and her two bodyguards, Jim being one of them, are the only ones that go down into this catacombs. So if you can make it down there, there's going to be no living security. You also know of the sigils that are marked in the grave, not the graves. Well, technically, yeah, the graves on the ground, but thanks to dust and their wind elementals, you more or less have discerned that pattern. After taking a long rest and relaxing and healing back, Nikolai returned back to the group, and Nadia does state, "All right, then it seems that everything's in order. I have everything prepared, my tinctures, my weaponry. Are you all ready to go?"
Are we? we're heading down into the catacombs.
That's the best guess.
Yes.
I assumed your team was going to take.
Yes.
Well, I suppose that would be not the best option. Do you think Jim could lead us there, or are we just keeping him prisoner?
Oh, you never kill someone if you can potentially use them once more. Perhaps a bargaining chip or something of that nature. If you decide to just randomly kill them off, well, they're no use to you dead.
I don't know how I feel keeping Jim as a. I don't want to kill him, but I mean, yeah.
So keeping him how he is in the cellar right now is the best option that we have right here, Nikolai. We don't want him to be a wild card on us. As of right now, it's only it was Lauren, right? Or Lana? Can't remember her name.
Lana.
Yeah, Lana. It was either it's only Lana and her other guard that we would have to deal with, which is much better than just having to deal with three.
Well, I mean, I see that we could handle. Yeah, we could handle that. I suppose. I mean, I'm fully rested, and Nikolai kind of like just does a little bit of like shimmy, like stretches.
Vol does state to the group, if you guys want, I can stay back and make sure he's safe. If you're that worried about him.
It's up to you.
I mean, I don't mind staying back to help them out. I mean, I'm not much of a fighter, more as a support.
Well, I mean, I guess we don't really want you to get hurt. I mean, I guess you have. If it's all honestly, it's your decision. What do you think, Dust?
It might be a good thing for you all to remain behind, just for safety than anything else. So, and it could become quite tough.
That makes sense, seeing that she's also underleveled than you guys. Alright, I'll stick behind. If there's anyone else you want, stick behind to make sure that the safe house is okay. I suppose you can pick either Vera, Quinn, or Quill. Quill does state, no, I'm going. Any reason why? I'm kind of bored here and really nothing to do. Quinn does state, I don't mind sticking around to help out your friend here, looking at Vol. And Quill is useful in a combat scenario. I just caution using her without knowing how she does things.
I mean, when she was in the last battle, I didn't really see her be combat oriented.
You got her distracted by turning her into a giant crab.
Well, yeah, but I mean that doesn't mean that we just. Okay. What does she normally do?
Hit things until they go down unconscious, and I either try to stop her before she kills them, or I don't get the chance to.
Noted. Okay.
That'll work.
I'll turn to Quill. Just so that you know, I think we'll drop her bodyguard, the one who had teleported Lana out. Just drop her unconscious. She could potentially be useful after the fact if she's being controlled like Jim was. But Lana-wise, I have no qualms with killing her.
Alright, I make no promises though, but I will hear your words you said.
Good. Yeah. What about the small, teeny tiny issue that is the magic that is blocking our offensive magic?
Vera does state, based on the information we have, it seems that any type of magic outside of damaging seems to work. So teleportation, healing, some type of shield spells, anything like that should work to our advantage. But I would suggest bringing, swords, bows and arrows, things of that nature.
That, and if we can get in there beforehand, and if it's possible to damage the ritual at any point, because it sounds like this is a ritual that has to be done every day or at least weekly. If we can damage it beforehand, that might stop it.
More than likely true.
Either the item, if we can get in there beforehand and damage it or figure it out, that could be helpful. But
fair enough. She does look then towards Ada. I'm meaning to ask, why didn't you guys try to get things from the flower shop while you were there? I'm sure they could have created things like explosives and things to use.
Hindsight is a wonderful person.
We honestly were thinking about it at the time. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
I suppose that's fair.
I do have a few. I still have a few explosive charges on myself.
Oh, that's surprising. I thought you used them all. Good to know.
No. I only used 2 of them when we blew up the.
Yeah.
Like Nikolai, there were 10 charges. Nikolai and I, we split them both. Nikolai, he used all of his.
On the first guy, yeah.
On the Naga, the bone Naga. Dust, he's only used 2, and it was on the bowl-like thing that was causing corruption that we found with Vol.
Yeah.
And so I still have 3 left.
Cool. Good to know. That's cool. Nadia does state. Alright, then it seems that we have a mission set. Is anyone going to be staying with your companion here? Looks towards Vol.
Vera or Quinn?
Vera or Quinn. Quinn does state. More or less good with Thieves' Tool. Other than that, I stay silent most of the time. Vera does state. I can help track, and I can help discern things like traps, but where we're going...
Vera would be the best. If you can find the location of the sigils, what are they?
Oh, we already know the sigils, where they are at.
We do?
Well,
yeah.
Dust does. Dust explains that before you all went to sleep, he formed elementals to go out and see what was down there. Out of a total of 8, I think only 3 came back.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe Quinn and Vera should, like, rock, paper, scissors, or no, wait, was Boulder just I don't know.
Boulder Parchment Shears.
That one.
I'm gonna say evens and odds. Evens.
Evens and odds.
Quinn, Vera.
Go
for odds.
after it.
Odds, Vera. Vera stays alongside the bull. That makes sense. Like bodyguard.
Yeah.
All right. Quinn does go. All right then. Should be get going.
Couldn't think of that.
So above game, who's going through with that?
I'm just gonna move.
Quinn.
Vol goes down here. Vera's gonna accompany Vol, and then the rest of the gang is the rest of the gang.
Yeah. In some ways, having Quinn with us is actually pretty good because then it'll be easier to control Quill.
That is unfortunately true.
Yeah.
But yes. How do you guys get? Well, how do you guys get there? You do know that going down into the sewers is a possibility if you guys decide to do that, but on the streets, you do know that boots are moving to, investigate.
Well, Nikolai is disguised as Grok. Dust can disguise as something. I don't know who.
I was about to say above game. Isn't it the middle of the night?
It is like 11:30.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. And there's still a guard zone. I'm guessing because they have night shift.
Like not an extreme amount. In fact, that's a good point, Ada. More than likely, a good contingency of them had to leave, but a lot of them are watching. So the standard flat 10 to observe has risen, but not so much because it's so late at night.
All right. Okay. Good to know.
Okay.
Continue on to the thing I was just asking.
We could still move above town, but I think it would be safer to move among the sewers.
I mean, Nadia knows the sewers, correct?
I do. Shouldn't be
Okay.
that much of an issue. It's just rather disgusting.
But if it's possible that we could move above ground, that would also be fairly decent. But we just need to try to get into the catacombs. Besides going in through the temple, is there another way into the catacombs?
There is. It's the sewer.
Well,
Here it is then.
we're off to the sewer.
You can tell she is not plussed about this, but she has been assigned to help you guys out, so not gonna say anything. But you can easily tell on her face that she is not going to enjoy this.
We can go we can go above ground for a little while.
Yeah. Above ground, moving through the city streets. I want you all to go ahead and roll stealth checks, because Nadia, once coming further into the town, then states, all right, we're about to head out of the rich district, so make sure you have hoods covered, boots flattened down, and continue to walk with a hurried step.
I will use Mask of Many Faces and transform into a very old elf. An older looking elf.
I'm going to... Oh, yeah.
I was going to say, transforming yourself, you do gain advantage with yourself. And even if they somehow do see you, they won't technically recognize who you are.
I'm still going to be Grok.
Yeah, same with you, Nikolai. Thankfully enough, you haven't ruined his reputation just yet. So, advantage, same with you.
Oh my gosh. That was lucky.
Yeah, that was a good thing.
Yeah, that was the bad thing. I have a -1, so I knew it was going to go well for me.
Yeah.
Alright, as you begin to move straight towards the city, you can tell that Quill, not really an expert of stealth, begins to more or less like grind her feet into the ground until you see her brother basically pick her up and put her over his shoulder and carries forwards. She rolled a 5. With the rest of the gang's median number, you can tell that the guards are more or less not paying attention to you when you enter inside. They do question why, someone's being carried over, but then see the bar next to you guys while you're walking and realize they're probably drunk, don't care enough. It sounds like they're drunk because she's quite literally saying, "Yeah, go faster!" Oh, this is kind of dizzy. So, unfortunately, her attitude is helping. But eventually, you guys do get into the sewers without too much of concern. Heading downwards, you hide yourselves with enough stealth that no one really bothers or pays attention to you. Does anyone has a past perception of 17, though?
Sorry. I'm charismatic, but not wise.
What?
All right. I'm going to assume, Ada, you do not.
No, I don't.
Okay.
What was that?
Past
it was
perception 17.
Oh no, not even close.
You head down without too much of an issue and close the lid behind you. Soon enough, you go into the sewer system, and Nadia, being the individual that is going to lead you there, knows how to get there, so it's not really a concern arriving there, thankfully. And they have yet to comb the sewers for anyone looking or spotting you, which is good. But as you head down there, things get just a little bit more spooky, as eventually you do find a rock bed system that has broken open, leading into the catacombs. One by one, you file in until you arrive here. You haven't read there yet. I'm just changing the music to change the tone.
Nice. We steal these?
You see all those, because they're not hidden. They are just concerning.
Okay.
Holy frick. Okay.
As you enter the catacombs, you do see that there are a whole bunch of symbols, sigils, and marks wrapped around everything and in every section of the area. It looks like a pathway, but each path leads to a different section and point. You do see 3 individual marks in total, one of a crow, one of hand with arrows, and one of a magical circle imbued with symbolism, but you can't exactly discern what it is. But
looks like a dragonfly.
Looks like a dragonfly, yeah. But with dust, you've already figured this out. The crow marks are the dangerous ones. The purple ones are safe, and the magical sigil ones, you don't really know, but it blew up your elementals.
Okay. So I will tell. Okay. If we step on a sigil, step on a the purple one.
Nikolai walks forward.
All right. Honestly, you just bypass this unless anyone wants to try to experiment. Quite literally, Dust, you succeeded with this. I just wanted to show you the map.
Yeah.
Unless you decide to do something else, you automatically succeed. Oh, right.
This kind of looks like something that I did to my players a couple weeks ago.
Nikolai's gonna pull out a 10-foot pole and touch the edge of this one.
All right. I want you to go ahead and roll a strength check. Sorry, strength saving throw.
Strength saving throw.
As you touch it with your 10-foot pole, you tap on it, and immediately you feel the pole render or attempt to render. Yeah, 9. Renders from your hand, immediately whirling as a vortex, almost hitting you. No, it's gonna swirl up. Narrowly missing you straight in the head. Luckily enough, you're able to move, and the beam just swirls straight for the wall, and it is embedded into it by roughly 3 feet. If you were made out of wind, this would have probably dissipated you, but your pole is made out of metal, so that sticks around.
Okay. Well, don't touch those.
We're not gonna test the red ones? I mean, you have the pole.
No, it would. Well, he no longer has the pole because it embedded itself.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You do see that some of the red ones have like char and burning near them. So if you really want to test them, you can.
Can I go
No.
Can I go grab the pole?
Yeah. Go ahead
Okay.
and roll athletics to pull it out.
I was trying to grab it because it was one of the patches that I have. So, nope.
Oh, don't.
With enough force that could render a piece of candy from a child's hand, you pull, but it's sticking in there. You pull, and unfortunately, you don't have the strength to do it.
Not even close. Well, I guess I only have one pull now, so.
Yeah, if you guys can just bypass this once again.
Yeah, we're gonna bypass this.
All right. No one decides to ruin themselves with magical traps.
Do you think that these are connected to the magic being corrupted or prevented?
Jim had specifically put these in before they put in the condition of no attack magic.
Hmm.
Nadia does state that would make sense based off of the information they gave you. This is more innate action rather than reaction. The wind technically shouldn't be able to hurt you, but I suppose they use it in a way where it just flings you, and the wall impacts you. I suppose if you, in theory, can outmaneuver the magic, you could use your spells, just in an unconventional way.
Outmaneuver the magic?
It's just
I got a spell that can do that.
Oh.
But yeah, as soon as you get towards this area, you do get more into a cave-like system. After a while, the cobblestone begins to be less and less until the surrounding walls become, well, just a little bit more blue and a little bit more spookier. However, Ada decides to be behind dust and disappear, because that's what I saw happen.
I didn't even know that happened. Oh.
And you arrive to the next chamber. Which
Stepping up your game here, Dogmo. Dang.
is where the true danger lies.
Dang.
I haven't been using like things that move because sometimes that does mess up both the map and the visuals of said players. So with any luck, it works. If not, let me know.
Yeah.
I love this already.
Yeah, no, this is a great map.
Getting here
Okay.
without too much of an issue. Head in just fine. As you enter inside, you do see steps leading towards what appears to be a swirling vortex pool system. Inside seems to be the gemstone, about the size of 3 by 3 by 3 feet. Unfortunately, you don't know well enough the matrix system that you could discern what that means to you. Heading upstairs, because there is an upstairs, seems to be 3 mirror systems made out of crystals with strange miasmic ooze coming from the very tips of the bottom, heading upwards towards the mirror as if coating them with green smoke. At the very back of these seems to be a staircase leading from the biggest crystal mirror back roughly 10 feet. If you can jump that far, which most adventurers can, you can discern what is behind all of this. But I'll leave you all to decide what to do.
Interesting.
So the green bubbles on these mirrors, it's miasma that's leaking out, right?
It's leaking up from it. You can tell that it's
Okay.
not, like it's not like something underneath it that's coming up. It's part of the mirror that's resonating forwards and around it.
Well, Dust, after you, Dust. Yeah.
Okay, I will go in and I'll just kind of look at this center area first.
All right.
I'm gonna follow him and just kind of like peer behind him and see what he's doing, just to like get some insight on and like understanding.
In the first floor
See
system,
if I can help.
you discern and discover. Go ahead.
Yeah, sorry.
Roll Arcana, both of you. Ada, is there
Okay.
anything you're doing alongside them?
Preparing in case if anyone gets hurt to heal them.
That is fair.
Yep.
That's a 7 and that's a 17.
How did you roll that well?
I don't know. Like, Dust isn't very good at Arcana, so.
Examining the area around you and discerning what this weird pool of miasma is, it's hard to discern for you, Nikolai, whether it is some type of magical spell component, either magical or non-magical. It's... Well, you can tell it's magical, that's dang for sure. But outside of that type of knowledge, it's not your expertise, so you
Yeah.
didn't really study it, so kind of hard to tell. Dust, examining the pool system, you can discern for not that this is something that's affecting the city. Based off of how the smell is coming from this, it has a chemical smell reminiscent of that of antidepressants, technically. If you've ever smelt it, it's kind of a weird odor. And based off of that, it seems like there's a chemical in the pool system that the crystal itself is in. Whatever the crystal is doing, it's creating this miasma. And then whatever the mirror crystals are doing, it is enveloping with that miasma. So whatever this is likely connecting with the other 3 crystal mirrors. If you had to guess, this is the thing that is pacifying the city.
Can we break it?
No, so this pool here is what is pacifying this city up top.
The liquid itself is a alchemical
Yeah.
tincture that is causing that pacification. The crystal itself
Yeah,
is drawing it in and around it, and then
Around
distributing with the 3.
Yeah.
Above.
Yeah. So I was essentially saying the pool is what is pacifying them, and then this crystal is connecting the pool to the mirrors, which are then distributing it out to the city by simply
If we
destroying.
move the crystal-
Yeah, by simply destroying this crystal, moving it, anything, just by getting rid of the crystal in this form, we can solve the issue with the
What happens
pacifism.
if you touch it?
I would think.
Based on the 17, you can discern that more or less you'll be affected by its abilities beforehand. Whether you're able to push through or not, it's entirely up to will of chance. So more than likely, you may or may not be affected by the pacification, and therefore have 17's pretty good. Disadvantage on anything you do, or you succeed the check, which is a Constitution check, by the way, and nothing happens to you, and you have a chance to break the thing or remove it from said alchemical pool.
I'll just basically kind of relay that along the lines of you can move it, but you would be risking getting pacified yourself
We need
based
to
off
move
of
it.
how hardy you are. Either move it or just straight up destroy it.
Nikolai kind of like looks down in a second and is like, you need somebody with hardiness, you say? What?
Don't worry about it.
Okay, cool, Dogma. But Nikolai he hears you say hardiness, and then he's like, I have the bottle of the whiskey, right?
Yes,
And
it's
Oh,
still
God.
operating for
gone.
at least a night and a half.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna take a full like drink, and then I'm gonna attempt to push the crystal as hard as I can.
This is why Ada is preparing herself. Just for like this situation.
For context, please, by pushing it, you mean like using your body to push it out of the pool, or pulling it out of the pool?
Nikolai is using his body weight to push it out of the pool.
All right, there is a potential chance you fall into the pool that way, though.
Yeah, no, I would kind of just hold the Nikolai back. This can wait until later. We got to deal with Lana and her guard.
Nadia,
I can always Misty step out.
Potentially, yeah. Nadia does state, well, you could perhaps use gloves to remove it before you try to attempt to remove it.
I only push with my left hand.
Quinn does state, I suggest maybe not jumping into it, or do. Honestly, it's entirely up to you. I'll just leave you at that. I don't know.
Well, I mean, if I only use my left hand,
I recommend
then
not
there's no
licking
chance.
it with your mouth. Just FYI.
We just don't want to leave that to chance.
I mean, it could work. Maybe if you lick it.
Possibly a rope.
Wait, is the crystal fragile?
You don't really know. No one has examined it yet. Or at least, no, Dust is an expert. Dust, you can go ahead and roll a history. Or nature.
Okay.
But Quill does state, oh, I have an idea. You can use rope, some weird magical hand that can move things, like a lot of them. Or you can use one of you person like a crane game and have the other two carry them while they grab onto the crystal and you remove them.
What is a crane game?
I don't know.
Did you have something like that as a kid?
I have a grappling hook.
Oh, yeah.
Then we wouldn't fit around the crystal. Probably could. Why are we talking? Where's Lana?
Probably still in town. I mean, she got attacked. More than likely, she's gonna be protected until she has to, given the okay by a doctor to go ahead and move. Either that, or like she points to the stairs, like behind this chamber. I don't know.
What'd you learn about the crystal?
It's a crystal. It seems to be a very large potential emerald, but of a variant sort that could be fragile if, with enough force, breaks it. But at the exact same time, if you just break it and it falls into the pool, it may or may not do anything.
So we'll have to essentially pull it out, because breaking it could potentially not solve the problem.
And I want to inspect the crystal and to see how much. Like, Nikolai's gonna examine it. I mean, I'm surprised that Dust, being a very crystal expert, would. I wonder how much the crystal weighs and how much I could use.
Based on the amount of information that Dust would know, like specifically, 50 pounds, give or take.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait, sorry, go back to Quill. Did you say chambers? There was a chamber?
Yeah. She points towards the stairs that are behind the biggest mirror.
I'm going to use a quick perception check just to kind of see what's going on around my area. 3 and a natural 20 on the other side.
I'm gonna say Quinn is also observing the area, making sure that things are not left to chance. So Dust, you do have advantage on that, so natural 20. I'm gonna give you that one straight away, because that's what he does, which would make sense. Examining the area, you can tell that no one has recently come here. Observing the area and making sure that no one's hiding behind a pillar, banister, or anything of the sort. You can discern that, based on the footprint patterns, no one has arrived here since maybe a day ago. So you do have time to investigate and look around, but you're not exactly sure how much time. At least, give or take, an hour?
Yeah.
Give or take. You have no discerning factor on that part. That being said, though, they haven't been here in a day, which means that they're still in the city.
Dust? So no one's been here yet, right?
No, yeah, we can still be here. I think that we should kind of remain in the shadows, and then when they come, attack.
Or Dust, you have the explosives, right?
Oh yeah, no. I was also thinking of possibly of hiding the explosives a little bit,
Yes. What
and
if
then
you
blowing
hide the
them up.
explosives when they show up, and then triggering them as soon as they come back, because they have to come back to do the spell every day, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we have to make sure that the explosives aren't close enough to the crystals, because if we hit the crystal, then it would hurt, and that wouldn't be good. So I
Go
don't
and
know.
set them on stairs. Or, like, at least near them.
Quill does state. Oh no, it's like 1, 2, 3, that many steps that way.
Okay.
Oh, we're still talking about the chambers? Oh.
That's what she said. Well, that's what she think you said.
Oh.
Okay. Okay.
Where would we want to put the explosives? I have 3 explosives.
Maybe how much? I would guess. Where do you think that they would come from? The same entrance that we came from, or somewhere else?
Well, considering that the entrance that we came from was the sewers, I would expect that the ones, and I'll point to the stairs up there, kind of pointing to the ones up top.
I will let you know before you make potential contradictions. You came along a sidewall that was fractured and Nadia moved so you can get through. When you were moving northwards, there was still a path southwards.
Okay.
Okay, so there is another way in.
Mm-hmm.
So if they were to come in, they would come in from the same entrance that we did.
Same
Correct.
path, not
South
same
area.
entrance.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess it's up to you, Dust. Where do you think that we should put them?
I don't want to necessarily destroy this crystal because this could be potentially used for aid in the city later. This entire system. Because it is this actual pool that is the problem. The crystal and these mirrors are not. It's just the method of delivering the compound within the pool.
Nadia,
If we were to...
Nadia does state, towards you, Dust. What do you mean the pool is the problem?
This pool is essentially a potion of pacifism. If we were to replace this pool with this potion of pacifism with something, say, a potion of strength, with enough of it, it would actually give strength to the city.
I'm gonna let you have this one since you're not an expert with chemicals. But if you remove the potential deadly doses of this, it would just go through and out of their system in a while. I'm not saying you can't do the whole strength potion thing, but if you're just trying to save the city from their current predicament, just removing the crystal and having it deactivate the fog effect would be the best chance you have.
No. Yeah, no, what I'm saying is I don't want to destroy the crystal or the mirrors because maybe in the future the city could potentially use this for their defense, this entire mechanism.
I suppose that's fair, but I suppose the first thing you could do is remove the crystal from the liquid.
Yeah,
and
let's do that.
Your friend did bring up a good point. Not the one that says lick it. Quintus says that was more of a joke. Sure. That one, the one that seems to be thinking on things, looks towards Quill. Quill just looks behind her. Nadia then states, right, we could potentially use a rope to overlap and, use it to move,
Yeah,
or
no.
a grappling hook,
Yeah,
or
let's pull it out.
Nikolai-
Let's
I
use the
assume-
rope and pull it out.
Says you say grappling hook. Nikolai rips off a patch of a grappling hook. You mean this one?
potentially, I suppose, if anyone has one. She also mentioned something about magic slapping hands. I assume she means mage hands.
And then I mage hand, and then I pull the grapple, like put the mage hand, grab the mage hand on the grappling hook, and then take the grappling hook and wrap it around the crystal with the mage hand.
You do so without too much of an issue. You can't believe Quill is the one that gave you the idea because she rolled a natural 20. Using the rope, wrapping it around the crystal, and tending up with a magical hand, you yourselves are removed from the set events. Adia, while you're up into the secondary store observing all this, you can tell that Quill's idea, run through by Nadia, could potentially work, but they need they need someone above rather than below to actually pull the rope. So going to the second story and basically removing it with the length would be beneficial, and potential no splash happens. Ada, based off your own backstory, I can honestly just give that one to you. But while you're also up here, you can tell that the crystals themselves seem to be wavering and fluctuating. If you had to discern the crystals, I want you to go ahead and roll Arcana. Or
Is that
Medicine.
just Ada?
Yes, she's the only one close enough to observe the actual crystals themselves.
Okay.
Sorry, Arcana or what?
Or Medicine. Technically also Religion. Technically. Whichever one you decide to.
Oh.
Yes,
wow.
okay.
Nice. Nice.
Based on the
That
information you have, you can tell that the crystal in the pool and the crystals that are mirror-like are connected in a weird way. The miasmic pool system is running through them, and the more smoke billows from the crystals, it's not like disappearing into the room, rather it's being absorbed into the crystal. In a faint glimmer and light, you can tell that it's hard to read, but with the 25 you can tell it is seeping into the crystal, and from point in time you can tell that the crystal's surface, if you weren't observing it so closely, even at that distance, you would not see like the flicker of a town in a second, and then back into the place you're at now, and then a flicker of a town in a separate section, and then back to the area itself. The crystal itself is basically moving the smog's effect into the town without really anyone noticing.
Holy crap. Hey, guys. There's... How can I explain this? There's crystals up here in the mirrors. They're all connected. And apparently, by using the crystals, they can carry the smog into the town without anyone noticing. I don't know if that's very useful down there, but also, do you guys need help bringing up the crystal due to you probably need someone to pull it up here? At least a rope. Or you could bring...
That'll be handy. And I think that we should also probably do two ropes, so that way it'll be a little easier to pull it out.
Is there a ceiling above us that we like?
There is a ceiling above you, roughly around 25 feet up.
Okay.
There are
We can
some stalactites up there, but like not so many that you can use not a fulcrum.
Yeah.
Blanking on the name.
Pulley
system.
Well, I got an idea. Well, what if I'm gonna see how this works. Ooh, I'll take a dagger from my inventory, just a regular dagger, and then Dust, are you good with daggers or not?
Yes, I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good with daggers.
Can you throw them or not?
Of course, I just prefer to throw my chakram.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I could just chuck it up in the air, and then that would work too. I mean, it would probably stick harder if I used catapult, other than just throwing it.
Quinn does say, any reason why you want the daggers up there?
Well, if we stick a dagger in the roof, then we could tie the rope and use the dagger as a cantilever, and then or a pulley, and then the rope would pull the gem up instead of sideways.
Suppose that's technically true.
Okay, yeah. Do you like that idea, or yeah?
It's not a bad one, but at the same time, we can just step back from it when it's being pulled, and it'll have the same effect.
Yes.
Up to you, I guess.
It's just a suggestion. If you like, I can throw it up there. I don't know how Dust is with a dagger, but it's my main weapon outside of short swords.
What's his dex mod?
I guess.
What is?
His attack modifier total is +6.
Here you go.
Yeah, no, I would get a +6 as well, so we're about evenly matched.
I guess it's up to Nikolai.
Yeah, I mean, I guess try it. See, here, I hand both of them a dagger and just have them attempt to throw the daggers.
All right, Dust, go ahead and roll. I'm gonna say dagger. You just toss it up and it hits the wall. Hitting the wall, it's not really much of an issue. Just get above a 15 and it'll stick into the wall.
Okay, yeah, we're just looking to see which one sticks.
Mm-hmm.
Ding!
Comes back and hits you in the face.
And a 15. You toss it in the air and you whip it so hard it hits a stalactite, comes back down and twirls next to your feet. It looks impressive if you actually manage to actually do this, but it's the comical swirling around your feet and then just lands on your feet. Not stabbing into your toes or anything, it just falls on there. More or less humiliating unless you intended to just do that to show off. You can bluff, I suppose. But Quinn, being an expert marksman, shoots it into the air, and with the 15 sticks into the ceiling itself.
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna take on the full humiliation and be like, see, I rather prefer throwing my chakram.
I could see that.
Preferred weapons, I can understand that. Looks towards Nikolai. Can your mage hand go up there and loop it?
And then I have the mage hand pull the other end of the rope and then loop it over the handle of the dagger and then pull it back down.
Yeah. Doing so, putting it back down. Do you hand the rope over to Ada, or do you guys around the crystal do it?
I'll hand. I mean, I think we could hand it to. We could step back here. I mean, how is it further if we?
I think it'd be easier if we throw it to Ada.
Yeah, I guess I'll give it to.
We would have tied additional ropes on, and
yeah,
I mean, just so that we had enough length. And then
Nadia did have another rope, so she lets you use it. Nikolai wraps, goes over, goes down. One goes over to Ada, another one, I guess Nikolai, you can still have that one. There's 2 ropes. Ada and Nikolai, I want you to go ahead and roll athletics. You just need to beat a 10. You have advantage thanks to 2 ropes.
Oh, we have advantage? System. Wow. I mean, that's pretty good. And, oh, wow. Wow.
Wow. Nikolai was trying.
Ada, your strength and ingenuity begins to pull the rock so well that you're able to move it and remove it. Nikolai, you pull, but you're reminded of that beam in the wall that you couldn't pull out, and currently it's not able to move anymore. But it's still high enough that
turn it.
You see Quill rushing over towards the rock. Do you do anything to stop her?
The rock.
The gem.
No.
She's like
Quill,
straight towards
Quill, just help pull the rope.
All right. He then eats his action to go over there. Oh wait, Quill. You're saying this to Quill.
Yeah, because it looks like
disadvantage.
Okay.
I don't see that you're gonna body check her.
9. No.
I'm gonna have Quill also roll.
Dang!
Quickly runs over, body checks his sister. They both hit the ground, and he just looks towards her. What the hell are you doing? Oh, I was just gonna grab the rock and move it out. I mean, it doesn't seem like you can pull it. You could have just told us instead of running towards it. I mean, it would take longer. All right.
We pull the rope, Quill. It's much safer just to pull the rope.
It's not as fun.
I could use a little bit of help.
Okay, I'll come over there and help Nikolai.
Once defeated, Quill does go over and help Ada. Ada, you honestly don't need to pull anymore. This is just removing it completely from the pool itself. So, Nikolai, go ahead and roll with advantage thanks to Dust. And Dust,
not
go
double
ahead.
advantage?
No, not double advantage. Dust, go ahead and roll athletics as well, and you'll substitute his lowest number for yours.
Do I get advantage? Oh, I get advantage. Okay, yeah. Okay, that's decent.
Okay, 13. You're able to pull it just fine, and it is up straight towards the sky and ceiling. Because it's not at an angle, once you decide to move it, it will move downwards, unless, like Quill was trying to do, you physically remove it around the pool.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah, so we now have it outside of the pool.
Yes, it's in the air, roughly around 15 feet.
We
Nadia
have
does look
something
towards
to
you.
put it.
Yeah,
somewhere?
she was about to say that. Does anyone
So-
have garments or the like? We can use my jacket, but it's one less jacket I'll have.
I have a bag of devouring.
No, not in that.
It was more of a joke, Dust.
Yeah, no. Like, his eyes was blinking. No, not that. I do have some garments, some traveler's clothes. I'll just kind of pull those out.
All right. Well, Nikolai's holding on to it. He casts Mage Hand, uses the garments to wrap around the rock. Ada and Quill are just more or less chit-chatting, because they've been doing good. Well, Ada's been doing good. Quill has been more or less just holding onto the rope. While Dust, you have the Mage Hand deliver the garments on top of the rock and swirling it around it so it sticks to it. Quill just looks towards Ada. So you think it was a good or bad idea that you tackled the rock from midair? I mean, we're doing this now, but with clothes.
I don't know. I mean, we just don't want to touch it.
Want to physically be touching it, Quill. These clothes will give a barrier that we could work with it, and so with that, we'll kind of pull it off from from above the pool, and
I mean, that's fine, but I was talking to Ada, but thanks for interrupting.
Wow. Men.
Rude man. So I prefer both men and women. Not that one or you, no offense. I like them more muscular.
That's fair. That's fair.
But you're able to get the clothes just fine. What else do you do after that? You can bring it down to a degree you can actually grab onto it if you decide to.
I will. Can I do this? I'll just. Hey, Ada, can we lower it down gently, and then I'll have the Mage Hand push it to the side.
All right, that's
And
good. Okay. Oh,
And
sorry.
no, you're good. And then I'll say, I guess we lower it down slowly, and the Mage Hand pushes it so it like tilts it out of the pool instead of lowering it back in.
After a while using ingenuity and cunning, the vapor does get removed, and the gemstone is moved over next to dust.
Okay. Now we do have that one bag, not the bag of devouring, but the other bag. Do you think we could get this in there?
Based off of your knowledge and input, no, it's just 5 inches too wide.
Inches too wide. I
don't
don't have
know
enough
what
time.
measures.
I don't have enough time to take out my jeweler's kit and chip away that much. Otherwise, I would. And if it's too big for that, it's too big for my pocket.
Nadia does state, if you'd like, I can hold on to it. 50 pounds isn't that heavy, and I have the least on me.
Dogma,
Yes.
this
No,
might
that'll
be
be
a
good.
very exaggeratory thing and like probably impossible, but is it if I have Nikolai try to pull the gem into his robe and turn it into a patch, could he do that?
I like the idea. It's making your patches a little too strong.
Okay, never mind.
I do like the idea, though. Maybe another magical item, but not this one.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
It already has. Yeah, it's already pretty broken right now.
It already has a demon goat in there.
Yeah, no.
The demon go.
I think if it's more of a mundane type of thing,
Yeah.
then you can
Yeah.
possibly do it, because it seems like for the most part they're mundane things.
Yeah.
I mean, the goat became a demon because of other scenario.
Because the goat was a patch in the beginning. It just because it got imbued with something else, I was able to take it back. So yeah.
Mhm.
I don't know what to do here in this situation. I don't have anything that I could carry. I guess if you want to carry it,
Yeah, Nadia, if you could
Nadia?
carry it and take care of it, that'll be great.
Not a problem. She does more or less get some rope. She removes her rope, asks Quill if she can hand it back to her. After a while of back and forth, she takes it. Creates more of a papoose, but no, it's more of a backpack at this point. Backwards. Puts it on herself, and the crystal is now in her possession. Currently. Who knows, it will stay there. And now you have one very, very big and probably expensive crystal.
Nice. Well, you want to lay those explosives dust now? We could set a trap and be ready when they discover that the crystals... Oh, do you have any illusionary magic? We could pretend the crystal's still there.
You guys have 30 minutes left before potentially they arrive.
Dust?
Sorry, I was muted. I think for the rest of the 30 minutes, we're just going to essentially be prepping and then getting into hiding.
Ooh, I got an idea. Okay, so Nikolai's gonna step over right here, and I'm gonna lay... Man, what did I have? What is interesting that I could do?
Is there some places where we could potentially hide some of the explosives?
You can use some of the walls behind the staircase. Looking at the mirrors now, you can also maybe hide them behind the mirrors. They're no longer causing or making vapor, obviously, since the crystal inside has been removed. So maybe if they go and check out the mirrors that way. There's also, like, around the well system. If they decide to, like, check out the secondary chamber, the stairs, maybe. I suppose any place you can decide to put them. The hallway, you can also do it if you dig into the dirt a little bit.
is right here. Is this like a step area? Do you have to step down to get to here?
In your section, no.
Oh, so like this is just a straight shot.
It's a straight shot. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Like,
okay.
it's
So the stairs right here, those are going up
Okay.
to this area, and then we have the stairs on either side. These are going up to the second layer, and then these stairs, they're going up to who knows where, right?
Yes.
You know.
But do we have an idea that this would be the temple, or would the temple, the secondary path that would be coming from this way?
More than likely, based on the information you have, their getaway, or at least the place that Jim and the rest of the gang go down through, is through the catacombs, which means that the place you came from is likely the place they're coming from.
Okay.
You're not sure if they're going to immediately check out this pool notification system or the secondary chamber, because you haven't been in the secondary chamber, but you can tell they'll be coming here first. So any plans you make to like maybe ambush them, you can definitely do it here.
Yeah. Okay. I think I will try to hide one of the explosives right at the stairs. Kind of like they wouldn't be able to see them coming up. So if they would try to leave, or that way we would, without doing dimension door teleporting, we could set those off and cause a great deal of damage.
All right.
Ooh. Okay, so Nikolai, I think I like this idea. I will. Are these like little pillars?
Those are pillars. They're roughly around 1.5 feet tall.
Okay.
Not so
if
massive you can hide behind them.
Yeah. If I pull out, I'm gonna pull out. I have like silk rope, like 50 feet of silk rope. Is that like thin, or is it just like a thicker, like a more expensive rope?
Silk rope is generally a little bit thinner, but not so thin it's like wire.
Okay. I want to place it and tie it around this area, but let it be slack, and then extend it over to here, and then I'll just since it's like 30 minutes, I'm planning to be invisible, and then if I see somebody, I'm just gonna attempt to pull the rope and see if I can trip somebody.
All right.
Yeah.
And since it's slack, unless you're actually paying attention, you probably wouldn't be able to see it, unless your passive perception is pretty good. Adia, is there anything you're doing?
I was going to recommend, shouldn't we check out the second chamber before any of this? I mean,
we'd probably check out the second chamber as well. I would check out that as well.
I didn't even know there was another one.
Oh.
That
fair, kind of, I guess. I mean, Quill got a natural 20 to tell you guys that. Ada naturally figured that one out, and then Dust figured that one out eventually. Not too much far.
Yeah.
Nikolai, do you join the rest of the group to observe what's
I'll leave the rope there just for prep, and then follow them.
Yeah, that's fine. Dust, do you take back your explosive, or do you leave it there?
I'm gonna leave it there because I was prepping it more of anything.
And
then I think I would
hide it, or use the pillar's own natural shielding to hide it.
I would use partially the pillar's natural shielding of it, but I would try to hide it a little bit more. Want me to do a survival check for that?
Just roll sleight of hand. It would be more or less survival, but this is like hiding your movements. I think that's how I consider it. If you can think of another way, more than welcome to.
No, that works. Dang it, 8.
You hide it a little bit behind the pillar to make sure it's not visibly seen, but you also put some dirt on it to make sure that it's more or less coated. That's not to say that an 8's all they need to see it, but that's how well you basically hide it outside of its own natural area.
Yeah.
The pillar itself can hide a good amount of it, but with the addition of some dirt, it will be harder to do. I'm going to say the pillar automatically gives it a 12 to just observe. With some dirt on it, a +2, so they need a 14, more or less. Unless people
Okay.
are like actively looking, a lot of people will just not notice it.
Yeah, that's kind of more of what I'm looking for.
But thankfully enough, with the miasma no longer on the crystals themselves, you can move and go around them. The crystals themselves still seem very expensive, very ornate, and Ada, you still see that weird flicker into the city for like a second, and then it goes back into its original state. So that magical effect is still active, which means those crystals, or at least these crystals, that wasn't part of the ritual. It's just a natural thing they do, which take that however you will.
I'm gonna try to look at these crystals and see what kind of. Did she do Did she do a visual perception check, or was it an Arcana check?
It was just checking things out, and she rolled a 25, and well, I have to reward that.
Okay, I'm gonna just.
Oh, I
Nikolai's
just
gonna look
suddenly
at the
realized.
crystals.
Oh, was that
Yeah,
Nikolai?
go Dust.
Oh, sorry.
What did you
Yeah,
realize?
go,
Dust?
go. Oh no, I just realized so originally it was the elves, and they were very controlling and douchebags within the city.
Yeah.
This is why
Well,
they were overly like they spied on people because of using this.
It's like the Wicked Witch of the West or something, where she has her crystal orb and she can just and she can just pull up anybody that she wants.
Yeah, more or less.
Yeah.
Glad you figured that one out, Dust.
So yeah, Nikolai's just gonna inspect or determine what kind of crystals these are.
All right, go ahead and roll Arcana or Nature.
I'm pretty sure his Arcana's better, so there's a. Yeah, I'm rolling great today.
Based off the crystal's natural remedy, that's a weird way of saying that sentence. Based off of the nature or the manifestation of these crystals and how they work, they do seem to be magical. Based off of how they've been operating, they do seem to be able to distribute this miasma into the city itself. While you don't have the general idea of how they do it, you can tell that they're able to do that, which means that they're able to connect the underground with the surface itself. While observing, I'm going to say, Ada, you maybe mentioned this. If you don't, that's probably fine. You do notice that weird flicker inside the city that's randomly a place in town, and it flickers back into its original form.
Okay. So are we in the other chamber, or is it up? Do we have to travel up here or something?
You have to travel up there. It's a 10-foot jump, and unless you have a negative to Dex or Strength, you can just jump it.
I mean,
I think we just more of send someone up.
can I do an acrobatics check?
I'm assuming you have a negative, because
we
as
know
long
what
as you
jump
have a
over.
10.
It adds a 2. That'd be upstream.
A
That'd
2
be
with
good.
Strength or a +2?
Oh,
Plus-
strength.
I think it's a
Strength or Dexterity. You can either use Acrobatics or Athletics to jump over.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. No, I think.
2, so I'm assuming it's +2.
Yeah. Ada, you can easily just jump it.
Oh, I have a 5
Yeah.
in acrobatics, so yeah.
Nikolai, you have to attempt it.
Oh, okay, I did. I rolled an 18.
Okay, cool. Easily enough, the rest of the gang is able to jump just fine. Nikolai, with a negative in your marker, you unfortunately do have to run for it. So jumping, you managed to do a backflip in the air and land on the other side. Good. So getting there is not a problem. And I'm just going to give it to you if you decide to jump back. I am not going to make you fall. As you look down, roughly 50 feet.
Yeah, I would have probably tried to made a reaction there and Misty stepped back up, but
Yeah, that's fair. But you land to the secondary chamber with only 20 minutes to go.
Alrighty.
Entering to the second chamber, you can see that this area itself is also part of the catacombs, as you do see skulls and like markers indicating on the walls. Around those, however, you can tell that there's various chests around the area. Some almost look like they're laced with gold, others seem to be natural and ornate, while others still seem to be magical, the ones farthest to the north, to the left and right. Inside the epicenter of this place seems to be a weird floating crystal, hovering in fire and a strange shadow lapping around the very bottom of it. Surrounding it seems to be various light stones that just illuminate the area without any issue. At the very back of the room seems to be two coated arms representing two potential families. Either that means something to the enemy or something to the, city itself, but you're not exactly sure. But around those two coat of arms represents three giant urn-like things. And this is what you find.
Gus, this is your expertise here. I think yeah.
I'm gonna first do kind of this rune system and the gemstone. I'm gonna check to see if this is what's causing the magical issues.
All right.
Do you want me to do Arcana?
Yes.
Natural 20.
Nice.
Look at you.
I was on.
Yeah.
I was on going to say if you want help, someone can give you the help action, but natural 20, more than able to. Based on the information you have and based off of everything and locating everything, this area seems to be causing the weird magical effects around the city. The whole inert to magical damage. The whole snow area, but no snow here. The weather effect and the control weather magical spell around this area seems to be the epicenter of all of that. The continuous flame underneath the crystal itself seems to be a continuous spell. So more than likely, this is a ritual-like effect that they have to keep supplementing with magical energy from the source or spellcaster, or a spellcaster, which involves Lana, which, surprise, surprise, the big evil bad guy in town is the big evil bad guy in town.
Oh.
This is the ritual.
You can also determine that within 15 minutes, the energy that's still clinging into the spell will dissipate.
So what was the other crystal?
So the other crystal, it was doing the pacifism. This is prohibiting magic, and it's causing the snowstorm.
Oh, wait, so pacifism meaning, okay, so can I cast magic against you now?
No.
Nadia states, both areas seem to be causing things in the town that are separate from each other. This one involving the magical one and the one we just solved involving the emotional one.
I get okay. I get it. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Are we able to take the crystal?
Ada, what was that?
Are we able to take it?
It doesn't seem to be, like, other than the magical circle underneath it, it doesn't seem to be guarded, other than by the various chests in the area that could just be, like, magical trinkets they house here, or gold they house here, items they house here, or maybe, like, these are royal lineage things that are housed here because of the royal lineages that have died.
I can grab it, right, Dust?
With that natural 20, would I know if we could enter into this rune circle?
Yeah, it's just without
image?
Nikolai's knowledge, yes. It just seems to be the circle that is affecting the city with its own magical fluctuation. It wouldn't harm any other individual to step inside. I mean, Nikolai didn't know that, but man, I really just wanted to be a bad GM and hurt you with it. But now, you're able to get inside just fine.
Okay. But the central focus is the gem or the crystal in the center.
Yes.
Man.
Is Nikolai gonna Indiana Jones it?
I have a stone that I can put in place?
We have about 15 minutes, so if
Um,
we want to make the decision,
How-
we got to be quick. Do we want to?
How big is this?
15 centimeters by 15 centimeters by 15 centimeters.
Centimeter. Oh, well, okay.
So it's a little over a foot in diameter.
I'm just gonna say basketball. It's easier that way.
Okay, a basketball.
Okay.
I
swipe it.
Well, Nikolai,
Okay.
Swiper, no swiping. Nikolai, I want you to go ahead and roll an Arcana check.
Arcana check. It's the day for Arcana checks, isn't it? There we go. Look at that.
You grab onto the orb without too much of an issue. The flames underneath it begin to lap around you, and they begin to almost burn into your flesh and skin. You use your magical energy within your hands to basically push it back. If you had to guess, this thing slowly, for like an instant, removes and it's attempting to remove your energy and your held energy within you, meaning it was basically recharging itself. But you move fast enough and strong, and your will is strong enough that you remove the crystal from the, from the precarious area. And, you did it. It's in your possession now.
Yay!
We saved everybody and no one died. Wow.
What do I call that? What is that? The name of that?
It's magical focus. One giant crystal focus.
Giant. Cool.
I was just gonna say beforehand, if we had left it, we'd be fighting on the same terms with them, and the fact that they
Hey!
couldn't use attack magic.
I mean,
And I
But-
can use attack magic.
Um,
What
yeah.
are you talking about?
True.
Just, I've been trying. I've been attempting. I have learned many things in our adventures, and
Mhm.
coming to this town, I haven't had the opportunity to use one of my most favorite spells yet because of this, and now I have full control.
I'm sorry, what does that spell?
Well, you'll have to wait and see.
Okay. Can
Okay.
Ada walk up to the family crest and see if she could recognize them?
Yeah, based off the family crest you find here, you can tell this belongs to the Damien family, a family of knights and noblemen guarding the city and protecting the town. Based off the information you have here, this was likely an elven high family, a high elven family. Reverse those two. If they do or were entombed here, you can discern that some of the stuff here is likely like family heirlooms they once possessed, meaning that it based off of history context and how they more or less abused the city, magical stuff that they used to control the people and the population.
Well,
Okay. We don't have much time
how much
left.
time do we have?
10
Yeah.
I would say about 10
10
minutes.
minutes?
Let's go downstairs. Let's go back, hide ourselves. Once we solve
Mhm,
this
mhm.
issue, we can come back and loot.
I will tell
Indeed,
you,
indeed.
Ada, I'm just gonna give it to you. You don't have to feel bad for taking these dictators' stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna say they were kind of Turkish people, anyways.
I mean, it's still
eh,
morally
I mean-
messed up, but only like a little bit.
What is messed up? Taking
Yeah,
this stuff
ju-
away from
just-
them, or just leaving them there?
Yeah, above game dogma, I'm thankful because like the last city that we were in, it was just like I want to loot, but it'll hurt everybody in the city, so I can't loot.
Let's see here.
Nikolai is gonna go back to his little spot.
I'm gonna say Nadia's gonna go behind a pillar to hide herself.
Is Ada able
yeah.
to hide behind one of the mirror frames?
You can.
I'm gonna hold the invisibility gem and then cast it, and then start being invisible in the corner
All right.
and holding the silk rope. Yep.
Quinn, Nadia are gonna hide behind pillars to wait for action. Quill,
I'll hide behind.
does.
I think we would have probably convinced Quill to kind of hide
She hides
a
behind
little.
the pool.
Mm-hmm. Or can she hide behind the pool?
It's high enough that if you crouch and lay down on the ground, you can, technically.
Oh, okay.
Well, this was like a well.
It's like a well, yeah. Oh, sorry, I forgot to describe that. It's risen up a little bit, but not so much that if you stand, it covers you. You have to basically kneel down and like crouch down, basically go prone, to hide behind it.
Oh, I got it. Yeah, it is gonna hide behind one of the mirror frames.
All right. The biggest one or the two small ones?
The biggest one.
Okay. You're able to get behind it. It's just fine. It's just unfortunately the mirror kind of is there. So you're behind it. It's just not visually behind it. And Dust, I don't see. Oh, you hit behind a pillar as well. Everyone, go
Yep.
ahead and roll stealth with only a few minutes remaining.
Do I roll with advantage with invisibility or not?
You're just hidden, man. Unless they have
Okay,
true
cool.
sight, they're not gonna notice you.
Natural 20.
Nice. So if I pull the rope taut, does that undo my invisibility, or is that not an attack?
That's not really an attack. That's just using an instrument you already have. Did you
Okay.
grab onto the rope before
Yes.
or after you became invisible?
I grabbed onto the rope. I was invisible, and then I grabbed on the rope, and then I turned invisible.
All right, the rope's invisible as well.
So.
Oh wait, what? Can I let go? I was gonna say the other. Oh wait. Oh, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
So essentially, you could have it taut when they come in.
Yeah. So that's like in. Oh my gosh.
It wasn't a bad thing. I'm just letting you know.
No, that's awesome.
And I was like, wait, did I mess up there?
No, you're fine. So basically, when you turn invisible, the things on you and like you're holding turn invisible as well. I liked your idea, your plans and stuff. So yeah, you held on to the rope, so obviously it turns invisible.
Very nice.
But yes, soon after you do hear footsteps leading through the corridor. You do hear two voices coming downwards, and they do state, not in repetition, but in an actual, form of language. You do hear Lana's voice because you hadn't heard them speak before. Lana does state, so what exactly is going on with Jim? And the counterpart does state, I don't exactly know. They haven't interacted or contacted anyone for quite some time. We're still looking into the matter as well as the individuals that attacked you, miss. Right. Well, if we can't find them by tomorrow night, assume and presume that they're dead. And then get every one of the guards to go into the civilian city points and rustle anyone out, whether they have enough money to hide themselves behind or not. Until you can finally see them. While in this distance, does anyone attempt anything? I'm not saying you have to. I'm just saying that they're pretty far away.
Dust will kind of get ready an Eldritch Blast to
Like
kind of
grapple?
set off the explosive.
All right. You definitely have enough time to take aim and fire. So I'm going to give you advantage on that.
Can't you just
Yeah.
use a spell slot and then have it be triggered, or did you not prep that?
The spell slot would be essentially a timed.
Yeah, but you could. I don't know how. I thought you. Never mind. I thought you set it up like that. You could use it and have like a word, or like have it like you could just snap.
No,
and
no,
it would
it-
explode.
It's either you trigger it by casting, hitting it, like with a
okay.
spell or ranged, or you expel a spell slot to essentially have a timed explosive.
Gotcha.
So I'm going to be using an Eldritch Blast to set it off.
All right. Once moving forwards, she moves forwards without too much of an issue. Leading up to the stairs. While on the stairs, she then looks around her. I'm gonna roll something here. Lana does look around and she does state, that's strange. And then Leia does state towards her. Why did they make both of their name L's? Whatever. I think we went over this beforehand too. Leia does state towards her. What's the matter? The crystals, they're not working for some reason. And she moves forwards into the rope and next to the explosive.
I pull it taut immediately.
All right. They have disadvantage on dexterity checks. I'm going to say they need to roll. Nikolai, what's your DC to beat?
My DC, my spell DC?
Yeah, let's go with your spell DC.
16.
All right, they need to beat a 16 with disadvantage. 1, 2. And thankfully enough, none of them have a high enough dexterity. Well, Leia comes close, but she rolled a 10 to beat 16. So they immediately hit the ground prone.
The explosives will then... I'll then set off the explosives. You want me to roll for an Eldritch Blast?
Mm-hmm. You do have an advantage on that, so go ahead and roll. You just need to hit a 10. Yeah, with a 15, 17. More than fair enough. Go ahead and roll damage. You shoot out an Eldritch Blast into the area, and a massive boom just hits the ground. Whatever happens now, you've definitely caused concerns, you've definitely caused burns, and one thing is for dang darn sure. Your explosive charge definitely did start a fight. I want everyone to go ahead and roll turn order / initiative.
Nice.
Oh wait, not yet.
Hey.
I need to delete these first. Okay, now.
Oh, look at that initiative. That's what I want to see.
And they
I kinda
just
like being last.
0 for my initiative.
And they start off with...
You a 0? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I got a 1.
Wait, what is that your dex modifier?
No, it's my initiative, so mine's 1.
Is your initiative your... Wait, I don't know what it's based on.
Yeah, it's based off of your dex modifier.
Yeah, it is my 1.
Right. Now that you're representing the NPC ally team, and unfortunately Leia and Lana should have changed their names, are taking their own turns. They didn't roll that well, though. It's only a 15-13.
Dogma, I think with it being 8:40, I think we should take a break right now before we go into combat.
That is true. We will take a 5-minute break here.
Nice.
I'll be right back. I'm going to give my cat, if I can find them, their medicine, and I'll catch you in 5.
Pretty good for a setup. I don't think we've been this prepped for anything before.
I think the only thing that would have been better is if I had to put 2 explosives, but I only put 1.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say?
Because I was just like, oh, do I want to put... No, I only want to use 1, but...
Yeah.
How many explosives do you have on you? Or
He
just
had
have
3, I think.
Yeah, now I just have 2.
Oh yeah, it would have been kind of wasteful if you just used 2 of them, and now you just have 1. Well, you have 2 right now, so.
Yeah, we have 2 right now. But we could use them later on, but it still dealt them 19 points of damage each. So.
Yeah. I'm slightly nervous about how this fight is going to go. Because in my other D&D game, I got into my first tentacle bar fight. And it ended where we basically knocked out one of the leaders of the bar and burned half of the bar down to the ground.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I didn't expect that. We were joking around and then it happened, and now it's just chaos and I don't know what to do anymore.
Oh boy. So we need to take out Lana first. Because remember how we were told take out the head and the rest of the body will just die instantly?
I have a good thing for that.
So we just kind of need to take out Lana first.
That'll be interesting.
Because we were told that it would be difficult if we were to have to, like with the snake kind of anthology, it would be difficult to deal with the body. But if we were to take out the head first, then the body will become essentially non-existent. Hopefully we can end this person. Unlike the last person.
50-50 chance.
Yeah. Well, see, the thing about all the big bads so far is they've had the ability to teleport. And Nikolai and I, we know for a fact that Lana, she can teleport.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, wasn't there a Dragonborn that teleported? Was it a
Yeah,
Dragonborn?
that's the other guy that we were having to deal with, and we couldn't kill him in time before he teleported.
I don't think we even killed him. I think we just turned him
There's
pretty
the meme I
quickly.
wanted to show.
Oh my freaking!
Yeah.
I was looking for that one for a bit.
So freaking ring. I wanted to stop. Giving me so much anxiety.
Hey, you could send the rain my way. We want the rain where I'm at.
I don't know how to do such thing. I'm not a god. Or should I say goddess? Demigod? I don't know the right term.
Man.
Yeah, no, the West could really do with some rain right now. So
We had rain, like, I think it rained on Tuesday in the morning, and then that same day, it rained in the morning, and then in the afternoon, it got to, like, 95 degrees. Like,
Yeah,
I think it rained like an inch, and then it was gone, and then so it was just like just nothing. So like it was so hot that
Muggy.
rain doesn't do anything, doesn't cool it down. Like it's
Well, see, the big thing so I live in Utah, and we're getting, every once in a while, if the wind blows just right, we get the effects from the fires in Oregon and California. And so, like, there was a day last week where, like, everything was red because of the smoke that we were getting. So,
Oof.
and it's like 2 states away, and it's like, ugh. 2 to 3 states away, and it's just, and then it's just hot, and we're going through a very huge drought right now. So, but, okay,
Yeah.
I think we're all ready to go.
Yeah, everyone good to go? Nikolai, Dust, you already said you're good. Ada.
Oh, yep.
All right. Wow, they didn't roll that well, and they still go first. How did that happen?
It's we roll we rolled horrible.
All right, changing the battle music.
Oh, I did deal them 19 points of damage each with that explosive.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay. Immediately they hit the ground, and your team begins to charge into an attack. Lana takes first action, moving straight towards, just getting up, removing half of her movement already. She looks around and can perceive where that Eldritch Blast blew and threw out. Thankfully enough, Dust, you are hidden behind a pillar, so you do have +2 to your AC right now. At least right now. But looking towards you, she brings out, from seemingly nowhere, she thrusts her hands down, and when she does that, seemingly small shards of crystal and glass form and envelop into a blade. And then she runs directly towards you. Just super, super mad. She's no longer prone, so that eats up half her movement. Heads towards you, that's 15 feet. She doesn't technically know how dangerous you are, other than you can cast magic. And now, thanks to the effect of non-violent magic being gone. No, she doesn't know that. No.
She doesn't know that.
She doesn't know that because technically the Eldritch Blast was not going to deal her damage.
Yeah.
Like causing her harm because it was going towards the explosives.
She doesn't know that. Alright, she's gonna expend her action to get to you, Dust. She doesn't get an attack, thankfully, but she's now straight in your face.
Dang it. If she hadn't done that, if she hadn't dashed. Oh!
NPC ally turn. Entering into the fray, Nadia moves over directly towards this section. Can only get to 30 feet and just throws 2 daggers directly into the air, heading towards Leia. Quill gets up and rushes directly towards Leia. I'm going to have her roll a dexterity, no, acrobatics, to just jump over the pool. Easily enough, just fine. Gets over, jumps, hurls, and comes another 10 feet. And then grabs what appears to be a nice dagger and throws it directly towards Leia. Quinn, on the other hand, is going to use his spider climbing boots. Yes, he has spider climbing boots. You might have stolen it from him if you didn't make him a friend. Weird. But looking down straight towards Leia, he throws out dagger after dagger directly to see if he can hit. All right.
Leia or Lana, because Lana is closer.
L names! Leia. Lana. All right. Here's. Oh, Quill's dexterity is not that great. +3 though. 16. Does manage to hit Leia. Next attack with Nadia. She does have a +5. 16. Does manage to hit as well. And Quinn throwing daggers at Lana will. Thankfully, Nimbus is +6, so.
Oh, by the way, Dogma, Ada is not on the initiative. She'd be after me.
I thought she was at 0. Oh, yeah, you're right. She's not there.
Yeah, somehow it tells me I don't have a token.
So you right-click your... Remember, you right-click your icon, and then you roll for initiative. And then you get put on.
Okay.
It's all right. We only fight every other game, so it's probably all right.
Yeah, usually.
I mean, we can fight every session. It's just sometimes you don't, which is fine by me. Play how you want to.
Yeah.
But that is NPC turn. Unfortunately, Quinn, being the best with daggers, misses.
Wow.
Dust.
He missed with a
11.
17?
He missed with an 11.
Oh, 11. I was just like, oh, okay. Okay,
I've already told you Quinn's modifier, so it didn't seem practical.
Yeah. I am going to cast Riptide.
All right.
And I'm going to cast it kind of in this area right here, just close enough that I can catch Lana in it, to pull her in, but not Quill.
All right, casting into the area where Alana begins to almost get dragged in. She does need to make, I believe, a strength save.
Yep, strength saving throw with a DC of being 16.
All right. Unfortunately, you did find one of two very strong points. But she rolled a 13, so it's not that great.
Yes! She gets pulled in. Restrained.
Just trying to grab at you. She is dragged into the epicenter of this vortex. And now considered restrained. Alright then. Can't move. Any attacks she does have disadvantage. And any attacks against her have advantage.
Ooh. Interesting.
Bonus or movement?
I'm actually going to stay right where I am.
Okay.
But and I don't have any bonus action stuff that I can do.
All right. Secondary enemy gets up using half their movement to do so. Looks towards the area to see where the heck it's coming from. I'm going to say she doesn't get to roll because Nikolai's still technically invisible. So, can't see through invisibility. Or at least she can't. Which is her main problem. But, yeah, she's going to go directly towards the person she can see. And with 15 feet left, she can definitely do that. No, she's going to move 10 feet because she doesn't need to move the entire extent. She grabs into her coat and brings out two derringers and aims them directly towards Quill and one towards Nadia. Taking a shot directly towards Quill, aiming towards her. Quill just bites it into the air and breaks it in half. Thankfully enough, these bullets are slow enough that medieval times she can do that. And wanted to make it cool. However, Nadia isn't so lucky, and with the 22, pierces into her left shoulder, dealing 1d6 plus 3 points of damage.
Wow.
And she now must make a Constitution save. And you can tell that Nadia is not looking too good, which could be a problem for her. Nikolai.
Okay, Nikolai will move up to her, and I'm gonna take I'm keeping the rope in my hand, so pulling it with me, and then you can say this is an attack or not, but I'm going to attempt to, like, since I'm still invisible, just wrap the invisible rope around her.
Yeah, you're trying to lasso her. I'm gonna say you can definitely do that as an attack. If you decide to, I will give you...
Is that an attack?
This is more restraining her. This is a type of an attack. Or a type of action, I should say. This would be athletics versus her athletics or acrobatics. Since she can't see you, I'm going to give her a disadvantage. If you're able to... If you're willing and able. I can give her disadvantage or you advantage.
Can I use acrobatics for that?
No, this is considered a restraining. So, you would have to use your strength.
Gotcha. I'll just give her disadvantage and I'll roll strength.
All right. Her strength is not that great, but it is a +2. So with
was it a strength save? No, I wasn't rolling a strength.
Athletics.
Gosh, damn.
Well, she still.
That would have been.
Go ahead and re-roll that. It's athletics. I'm gonna be nice and give you it back.
Give me advantage, whatever. Oh my goodness.
Roll athletics. You rolled the wrong thing. I'm gonna be
okay.
nice.
Okay. Where's my athletics at? Oh, well, it's still a -1, but there you go.
There you go. It's at least a 13 this time. Normally, what we could do is just give the
Oh my
modifier to
gosh.
the actual perpetrating roll, but since
Yeah,
it's negative
yeah, yeah.
anyways,
It still
nothing
would've
really
been a
happens.
0.
Yeah, but I like the idea, and I want you to succeed
Yeah,
if
yeah,
the
yeah.
dice call for it. So disadvantage on her roll, so she takes the lowest one. That's a 13, and that's an
Oh,
11.
thank goodness.
So it just passes. Using your action, you ring around the rope and tighten it taut. She's not exactly sure what's going on, but her hands are currently bound next to her. I'm going to say her attacks have disadvantage now. She's not able to move, currently restrained. Much like Lana, except for not in the air and inside of water. She has disadvantages on attacks made towards anyone. Anyone has attacks towards her have advantage melee range.
Cool. And that would be my turn.
All right. Surprisingly enough, restraining today is the best cause for action. Idia.
Quick question. How, since Ada's up like upstairs, it's how far is the how can I say, the railing of the upstairs close to ground floor? That made no sense. How far is it up from the ground floor?
Roughly around 12 feet. From the highest point that you're currently in, 12 feet. So if you like dangle downwards, you can jump, or if you decide to be action star, run, jump, barrel roll down.
I was gonna say Ada probably would jump down to make things easier for her, because everyone else is already grappled.
Okay. Do you want to like be safe about it and eat up some speed, or do you want to be action star and like gain some momentum with the jump?
Be more safe about it.
All right. You go over towards the ledge, eating up an additional 5 feet, just making sure you dangle downwards, and you just grab onto the side, slowly make your way down, basically hang there for a quick second and let go. Because you went safe about it, you don't really get hurt, but you do eat up 5 additional feet. So that was a total of 20 feet.
Okay. So I have...
If your base speed is 30, you have 30. 10 left.
10 left? Yeah, I'll head towards Lana. How far is the tide pool again? I mean, sorry, wave pool. Is that what it's called?
It'll kind of just be an area around her. It's a 20-foot radius. So she's in it. So you could probably move, about 1 square more and 1 or 2 squares more, and you would be.
I ran out of movement, but all right.
Yeah, but essentially that box is what's holding her.
Mm-hmm. All right. You have bonus action, your action as well.
I was gonna do something, but I don't know if I have enough speed to do. No, I can't do it. Never mind.
All right.
That's all I can do. I'm just gonna move.
If you want to get closer, you can just eat up your action to get closer. Or hold action to do something else if you decide to.
I'll use on my action to get closer.
All right, you have an additional 30 feet.
So I have additional?
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna, instead of going to Lana, I'll go to Nadia. Nadia?
Nadia, yeah. You dash straight towards Nadia without too much of concern. She does get towards you, and you can tell that currently where she was shot, there are like purple veins there, which means she is suffering from a maybe condition. Some healing would be needed. Next time. Main bad guy, bad turn. She's currently restrained. How would she do with this? I'm gonna have her roll an insight check. Based on how everyone's been doing things and based on how everything has been going on, she is currently hasn't put like 2 and 2 together, but she is close. Thus, you can tell that she is close to figuring out that you've stopped the whole magical arcane blocking thing. Not quite there yet, so you might have this round left without magic. But for now, she looks towards you, has her spear out, well, her sword out. No, she can't even hit you because she's restrained that far away. I guess she just eats her turn.
Yeah, because she essentially eats her turn.
Yeah. NBC turns, looking towards Leia. She's gonna observe her wounds first, doing a medicine check around her. She has a +2 to medicine. 18. She can tell she's currently infected with something, probably some type of poison. She's going to take her action to ingest something to heal herself. Thankfully enough, her main thing is this type of thing, so she would obviously have an antidote for it. But that does eat up her action. But that still leaves off the other two, Quill and Quinn. Quinn, not wanting you Dust to die, looks down and does state, "You want me to pull you up? Pulling you up or attacking? I can do either."
Attack. I'm good.
All right, and swings 2 daggers directly towards her. +6. Definitely does hit. And unfortunately misses with a 16.
Aren't those with advantage?
That is correct.
Yeah, she would get it. He would get advantage.
Okay, and thankfully enough hits with both. Thank you, Nikolai. That's 2d6 plus total of 6. So she gets stabbed for 12 points of damage, which is pretty good. Not nothing. Quill then looks towards Leia and goes, "All right, I got this." Runs directly towards her, brings out her long sword, and tries to stab into her.
Ooh.
I'm just going to show you her modifier because this is what you were up against at the beginning. I mean, Quinn's good. Like, his strength and dexterity are pretty even. But she's technically a little stronger than him. Like, a little bit.
Okay. And then rolling with advantage.
Oh!
She's restrained too. And the crit!
I just won.
She quit. She quit.
Oh my god!
Okay. Here's the thing. She's not super strong, but she is multi-classed.
Okay.
She is part rogue and part paladin.
Oh!
Might?
With sneak attack.
Oh my god. And
man.
it's so sneak attack smite?
Oh my freaking god!
Oh! I'm so glad we didn't go combat-wise.
So, with the D8 plus another 8, so total of 17, she slashes in hard. Immediately looking towards this, she goes, "No, I can do better," and burns into Leia, dealing an additional 2d6, max up to 4 because of, natural 20, plus 3. So that's 22 damage,
Ow.
and then expending smite damage for 2d10, rounds up to 4d10 because, natural 20. Using her strength modifier, it's a +4. Didn't roll that well for that one. But still, that's a lot of damage. Burning into her for an additional 16 points. She's very, very bloodied.
Oh my god!
Oh!
Thankfully
A lot
enough,
of
not
damage.
dead. But she cannot take another hit like that. Dust.
Holy. Okay.
Now you're just wondering who her god is.
Okay, at the start of my turn, with Riptide, I am going to use the Riptide reaction, which it will flow 40 feet back, so back in this area,
All right.
They'll fling her back that way, dealing 3d8
And yeah, and
points of damage to her.
she's tied up. Can't exactly do anything. All
And she's prone too.
right. Does this fling her out of the water, or does it move her with the water?
It moves her with the water, so the water is essentially dissipating, and it takes her 40 feet away.
Okay. I just need to know.
So
if it dissipates.
this is the end of the spell.
Fully activating, it bursts into the northern section, causing Lana to basically be scraped into the ground, dealing 3d8 points of damage. She is hurt, but not dead. Thankfully enough, she wasn't the one that, was basically assaulted. But she is now pulling 2 and 2 together. So it's a good thing she's further away from you now.
Mm-hmm.
And then for my turn, I'm going to cast Hex on her.
All right.
And because she's kind of putting it to 2 and 2 together, I'm going to hit her with 2 Eldritch Blasts.
All right. Currently prone, so yeah, either of those would have hit.
Okay, dealing 18 points of damage in total for the Eldritch Blasts. And
Did he save for the hex?
no, I just placed the hex on them. They don't have a save.
Okay. Wow.
So
like
I'm going to deal
Nice.
2d6 for 18 plus 6 is 24
24
points of damage in total.
You bring out some magic straight towards her face, and you can tell she's hurt. She's not bloodied, but 22 is still a lot of damage, so she's not feeling that. You do believe
24,
her, marked off with force damage. Some of her armor is like charred, brent, and broken. Definitely feeling the pain.
I got 30 points of damage right there. Not bad.
Pretty good. Movement or bonus action?
I'm just kind of gonna move right there, just a little bit farther from her.
Fair. Leia restrained and heavily bloodied. I'm gonna make her. Yeah, I'm gonna make her make a call.
Okay.
All right. Looking towards you, Nikolai. Well, looking towards your direction, she can honestly see you. Looking around you, Nikolai, and then looking towards the mean, terrible woman that almost caused her death.
Mm-hmm.
She just supersized, not even noticing where you are. But you do hear her state, I don't get paid enough for this. And proc
That was a reaction. For what?
like, proc you, I think so, like you just doing something. Or is it an action that removes invisibility?
Oh no, I thought you said I had invisibility removed after I wrapped the rope around her because that was not considered an attack.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Okay, everything happened. She just could now see you. You just felt her still restrained.
Yeah. Okay, so they're both incapacitated.
No.
Restrained.
Lana is prone.
Restrained.
One's
restrained.
Prone. One's restrained. Leia's restrained, and very,
very,
very hurt.
Okay. Okay. Do I need to roll attack rolls? If I twin a spell, twice.
I believe you do. You just have 2 different.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna throw a chromatic orb, and they're going to be ice damage. and we're going to cast this at 2nd level. And I'm going to twin it and hit both of them. And that's a crit on the first one for Lana. Lana's going to hit with a crit, and then we roll it. Let's do it again.
20.
And that was a 24.
Against 2.
That was the crit was for Lana, and then the 24 was for Leia.
Okay, I just want to make sure you weren't betraying someone.
Wait, what?
I'm just kidding. I'm making a terrible joke. With a good amount of force, definitely entering into the 30 range. Look out, Dust. Nikolai is coming for you. The chromatic orb just bursts into Lana and causes a good amount of pain. She is considered bloody now and not doing the hottest. She is still pretty attractive, but not very healthy.
Wait, how much damage was that? That was first one. Wait. Yeah, that was 11, and then another... Oh, geez. I hit her for 11 plus math. 24, 30... 32, yeah. I hit Lana for 32. Jeez. Yeah. And then 33. And then I hit Leia for 13. So, yeah. Okay.
Chromatic orbs bursting into the area. Lana does look hurt. Definitely bloodied now, but not quite dead. Leia, on the other hand, only had so much health left. So the chromatic orb just bursts into her. It begins to envelop her skin and then crack it until she breaks and hits the ground. Her body's still there. I just felt like being dramatic.
She's dead, is she dead?
She's dead.
Oh, she's dead. Oh, yeah, nice. Okay, cool.
Holy frick! I'm processing so much right now. Holy
Fun!
No,
yeah.
Everything. It's an entire battle.
Can I take a bonus action to try to extract her soul?
You may try. Go ahead and roll religion. You just need to beat a 10.
Okay. My religion is not great, but there you go. Sweet.
Yeah, 13 to 70 beats a 10. Well, you're not going to able to bring this one back. But, bad guy. Was trying to pacify the town. Was trying to take control of things. Not really someone you care about. So you bring out your book, and the soul begins to unbind and rip from the body until it's curved in and into the book once more, closing it.
Sweet.
Movement.
I'll move behind the well up to here, and that's my turn.
Right. Ada.
Alright. This guiding bolt. Oh my god, I was gonna do trying to give him on.
Is that an advantage? Because she's prone?
Is it long distance prone advantage or is it short distance prone advantage? I forget each
Let
time.
me think.
Is it long distance? Oh, yeah. Do you have to be next to them? I don't know.
Let me see.
Prone 5e.
I want to say that prone is for up close melee.
Within 5 feet
Yeah.
of the creatures.
I like the thinking, unfortunately, rules contradict. You know what? I'm going to go with flavoring-wise this time. Ada, you use Guiding Bolt directly towards Lana. It bursts in directly towards her, but is unfortunately not able to hit. It curves in and burns around her, though. Unfortunately, neither 17 nor 15 would hit her AC.
Oh, dang.
I'm just going to give you that one.
Well, I instead, as a bonus action, where's the spell? Oh, I lost it. There we go. I'll cast Healing Word on Natia.
All right. With Healing Word, her current condition is basically removed. Healing into her, you can tell that she's doing better. She does thank you, and then just states, all right, let's try this a little better. Oh, I'm going to try to inject you with something. And immediately injects you with something.
What?
Oh, gosh.
Eating up her reaction. So, Ada, you now have advantage on any attacks you do in the next coming round, and any status conditions you may or may not have had are now removed.
Oh, thank you.
Not that you had any, but they're
Is
removed
it
now.
is it like Bane serum or something?
It's just a potion she has that she injected.
Like Bane from
Yeah.
the DC. Yeah.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah.
For a second, I thought it was just going to be like a double cross betrayal situation.
She is part of the Thieves Guild, so take that however you will. Movement?
No.
Okay. Enemy turn. Using up half her movement again. I feel like half the combat she's been on the ground.
Huzzah!
We made that really apparent.
She gets back up. Now realizing that magic is in effect again, or at least combat magic is in effect again, she sighs. Each and every time we try to do something, it's always some person that keeps getting in our way. The big guy upstairs is not going to be happy about this. Oh, doesn't really matter. Either way, you're going to die today. And she begins to cast a spell.
Okay.
5.
Yeah. I get it.
Wait, how many are you counter spelling?
What?
He did twice, I think.
Oh.
No, it's only once.
Oh wait, I don't have another reaction this turn, do I?
No, this is beginning of the round.
I believe it's
Oh,
beginning
this is
of
the
the round.
beginning round. Yeah, I do have a reaction. Yes, I do.
Do you just cast it as a straight up third?
Yes, I'm casting at third.
Okay. You begin to cast counterspell directly towards her. It begins to burn into the area and takes no effect. But you do get to roll. So go ahead and roll 1d20 plus spell modifier.
Alrighty. I'll just roll a d20. 16, so that is a...
Enough to succeed.
Yeah.
You feel some burning sensation within her hand and some type of hatred for people just stopping her each and every round. But you're not going to have that and cast counterspell directly towards her. You feel your energy pushing back and forth against her until yours, thankfully enough, slips around her and eats up her spell. Super mad now. Yeah, she's coming towards you because you keep counteracting anything.
I was expecting this.
However, she can only get so far, which is 15 feet, so next to the well.
Oh my gosh, oh my goodness, wait.
And that is her round. NPC turn, comes over, trying to make sure that the person she's helping out doesn't get killed, or at least immediately targeted, gonna throw blades towards her. No, that Quill's not a tactical genius, or kind of that smart. So she's just gonna straight up try to... No one can stop her, technically. Jump into the pool and straight up attack Lana.
Oh my god.
All right.
Quill sighs heavily and just throws weapons directly towards Lana. He's just gonna use spider climbing boots to go down.
Oh my goodness.
And get this close. Just yelling at his sister. What the hell are you doing? It's the clown's way. Nikolai was in the way. You can go around from the other side. Oh wait, that's the wrong modifier. Sorry. That doesn't happen.
Holy cow.
Wow.
10 doesn't hit.
Yeah, natural 20
Yeah.
hits.
Damn it! Why is it always Quill that natural 20 hits?
I am just glad we did not fight her when we could have.
And Quinn also hits. I'm going to just do his roll first. 1d6 plus modifier. Yeah, pretty good damage. Nadia misses, and Quill bringing out her strong weapon again. 1d10 plus, 1d8 plus modifier. An additional d8 because natural 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nikolai's within 5 feet. So, no wait, is it next
No,
to the
no,
enemy
no.
or next to you? I think it's next to the enemy, right?
The,
It's next to enemy.
yeah, she would not get sneak attack damage because there's nobody near her.
Yeah.
Near Lana.
Good to know. I always mix up the two for some reason. But she still gets smite, so that's 4d10 plus 4.
Oh!
Just bashing into her heavily, dealing a good amount of damage. Lana is not down, but she, what happened to Leia, I should really change the names, doesn't matter, Leia's dead now, is not doing great. Definitely someone can bring her down with enough force.
Oh, yeah.
Just.
Yeah, I'm just going to do 2 Eldritch Blasts to hopefully finish her off.
All right.
Oh, crit! Look at that.
Yeah.
25
So-
does hit, 28 does hit. So that's a total of 20, 30, 36 damage.
36. And then I get the I get the 2d6
Mm-hmm.
plus 2 extra damage from the hex.
2 ones.
Yep. Snake
Well,
eyes.
she had 24 health left, so how do you want to bring her down?
Damn it, I didn't get to use my spell.
I'm essentially just going to walk up to her. And as I'm walking up, I'm just going to simply say, you take the lives of the innocent for granted. You don't give them their agency. You have no business being a leader or a person. Goodbye. Boom. And then I'll just hit her with the 2 Eldritch Blasts when I'm up near her.
Mhm.
Boom.
You bring up yourself straight towards her body. And basically, at point blank range, it's kind of hard to miss. You take aim and fire one directly towards her heart, and then one directly towards her head. If her body somehow was able to get back up, neither organ is functioning right now, so essentially, she is dead. And combat is over.
Holy cow! Okay.
We were wrecking. That was crazy. Did she fall in the well?
I'm gonna roll a d4. 1 is left, 2 is up, 3 is right, and 4 is, I guess, falls on Nikolai.
Do I have enough time to try to see if I can
She just falls down. This way, I guess.
pull? Could I have enough time to see if I can grab her soul also?
Roll. I was about to say reflex, but that's not DnD. Well, technically it's 3.5. Nikolai,
Yeah.
go ahead and roll acrobatics to see if you can quickly get your book and clasp onto the soul.
12. And actually, Did I use Tides of Chaos yet?
You did a while ago, though.
Oh, okay. Wait. Did you have me? You didn't have me roll yet.
I did not, and no.
Okay. I'll just use my. How many did I use? Okay. Wait. 2. Wait. So 1. Okay, I have that many. I'll just use my bend luck and then roll a d4 to add to that.
Okay.
So 13. Yeah, I've rolled crap on my bend luck today. I've rolled 2 1s.
It wasn't that great, but 13's enough to basically grab onto it. Maybe
Cool.
if they were still alive, not so much, but still, 13's pretty good. You clasp onto her soul and clasp on tightly, and you feel a burning sensation within your palms. You do capture her spirit, but you also capture something else, something far more menacing and far more dark. It's now in possession. Well, inside the book's possession. What it was, though, well, maybe find someone to identify it later.
On.
And we know someone who can.
You know someone who can.
Yeah, we do, don't we?
You might not be too happy about it, but yes, we do.
But your team did it. You managed to defeat Alana, who is, she's not super strong against you guys, like level wise, but she was a couple levels higher than you. So honestly, I am impressed. Quill getting 2 natural damn 20s.
And it only took us like 2 or 3 like 3 or 4 rounds.
And that's insane.
Dust. If Dust hasn't, or I mean, Dog, but if Dust hadn't like finished her off after that, I would have thrown my what was it called? The Psychic Lance. I would have smacked her with that, and that's what's that? I think it's, what is that attack? And that attack is 10d6s of psychic damage.
Yeah, pretty strong.
So,
yeah. But honestly, you all did fantastic, as well as you, Ada, making sure everything is spread out and apart and not clamping on to one another. Because a lot of groups just generally group up together. Sorry, Dustin, Nikolai, and Quinn, technically.
Yeah.
So, Ada, honestly, good job on not doing that. But you did manage to bring them down. Do you guys like check their bodies, or do you go back into the cemetery?
I'm checking Lana's body. I'm right next to it, so yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we would loot their bodies.
Looking at the bodies,
I'll go and loot.
You can tell that Leia, I'm going to go with her first, does have 2 Derringer pistols. She also has, the set requirement to house and hone them. She also has 30 ball bullets. So if you can use guns, you can use guns. If you can't use guns, you can't use them. You could eventually train with guns, but you would have to actually find someone to train you in that. Not her. She's dead.
I thought you almost said ball bearings, but are the bullets can be used as ball bearings?
Yes, technically. One of the pouches has 30 in them, and the other pouch is like soaked with something. It's not like soaking out and seeping with something. It's more like if you've ever had like a cloth or garment that has been put in like some water and you felt it, it feels like that.
Okay.
But yeah, you have essentially I guess 30 soggy bullets and 30 standard bullets. Probably what hit Nadia. Anyways, other than that, she does have, I'm just going to write this down for you, 123 gold, 25 silver, and 42 copper. Which is pretty good. She does have 2 health potions, which she never got to use because she got hurt so hard so fast.
Those are just standard?
Those are just standard, I'm afraid.
Okay.
And other than that, she does have her coat and her medium leather armor. I don't know if you need any of that. But it's there.
Yeah.
It's a very nice coat. Like, that itself is worth like 85 gold. So she was rolling in money to,
I
buy that.
I will take the coat because we could use it.
Do you take the hat as well?
Oh, why not?
It's a matching pair. You take the hat. You now have fancy clothes. On Lana's side, man, it's a good thing they're dead. Both L names. Nikolai, you see that weird crystal glass blade. You also see her armor set that is garbed in both platinum, silver, gold. It definitely looks ornate, and like the breastplate looks that of a skull of a dragon, the top part of a dragon's head. So it looks pretty cool. You're not exactly sure what type of armor set this is, though. When you like go to touch it, it feels light, so hard to tell what it is. Other than that, she does have one nice wavering cloak that she can put on herself. Examining that, you're more than welcome to. So there's the armor set, the cloak, the crystal glass blade. Other than that, she does have on a person 2 bags, 1 side bag and 1 actual purse. And then inside those are 45 gold, 12 silver. I don't know why I'm using this account to tell you, but you know, it still works. 46 copper.
Okay.
There is also a weird red envelope. Other than that, that's it.
What? Did they not have the golem heart on them?
No,
Okay.
that thing's pretty big, so
Yeah.
it'd be annoying to carry.
I'm going to take some time to examine the robe.
All right. Are you like using Arcana, using magical checks, or anything of that nature?
I don't have like any kind of spells. I'll use Arcana checks.
Okay. Go ahead and roll Arcana as you also. I'm going to say Ada. You do see this while these two are investigating. Quill's just kind of using the pool as a jacuzzi at this point.
Yeah. Look at that. I love all my combat rolls, my checks, my ability checks today.
You feel that the cloak is magical, but you can't discern what it is. It definitely has some ornate feeling to it, as if drawing magic energy from something or someone, or it has it in itself, but it's hard to tell. It's not your expertise. Ada, what section are you checking out?
Oh, you said I saw the envelope, so I was rolling Arcana.
Okay. You believe Quill's pacified.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's not hard to tell, but more or less, well, Quill has ADHD. This is basically just medicine for her, so just calm down.
Oh yeah, no, I'm just like seeing. Seeing this will be like, hey Quinn, you might want to get a few bottles of this stuff to help you out in the future.
That could be useful. He does have a few things he can fill, so yeah, he has 3. Begins to fill 3, more or less bottle-sized potions of this stuff. I'll see if I can find an alchemist to, I don't know, make these in like pill form, perhaps. I don't know. Either way, this is the calmest I've seen Quill in a very long time. Then looks towards his sister. Do you mind getting out of that? And her for the first time and going, no, I don't wanna. It's more like, yeah, that's fine, and just gets out. Yeah, more of this stuff. Not here, of course.
Oh yeah, no, of course. Have you checked the armor yet, Nikolai?
I was looking at the robe. I didn't really had time to check the armor.
I will check the armor.
All right. If you're gonna check it magically, go ahead and use the spell. If you don't, Arcana.
It's gonna be Arcana. I don't have a spell for that. 16.
From what you can tell, the armor set does have some type of magical enhancement. It's not like, hey, this armor can like shoot out a fireball. It's more like, hey, this thing has been magically enforced to be stronger. This is considered medium leather armor with some metal wrapped around it to make it stronger. And based off the metals it's working with, it also has enhanced it quite well. This medium armor does give the wearer a 18 AC.
But is it light armor?
It is classified as light armor.
Yeah. It's leather. I'm just like,
Can't use
yes,
that.
please, we could use this.
I can't use that.
The armor set itself is known as Dragon Steel armor. It's just a name.
Hmm.
Actually, Dust, you roll pretty well. Based off the make and model of this armor set, you do, or at least generally get to know the idea of who created this. The individual that created this is known as Dan Masters, and a very strong and ornate magi gifted with a whole bunch of strength and enchantment spells, and uses them to create, well, their craft and creations. Armor sets, swords, anything of that nature he can create and enhance and improve.
Ooh.
Oh,
Just we could look at that robe and then also, but don't we have the chests that are up?
yeah, no.
in the
Let's
other room?
let's take the armor and is the cloak magical?
It feels magical.
Well, I was talking to.
I'm pretty sure.
Nikolai.
I think it might be magical. I'm not sure.
Okay, let's also take this sword, the crystal sword, and we'll take all the money.
Yeah.
Why don't we make our way up to the other room and go through the chests,
Yeah.
and then we can divvy out gold and other things.
Oh, I'm guessing we have to check them.
Yes. I say we do the smaller chests along the side first, and then go to the bigger ones in the corner.
Oh, I'm gonna.
So do a game goal.
You want to check? Nikolai yawns a little bit. You want to check some of those before, make sure they're not like booby trapped or anything like the other ones.
Yeah, that might be a good idea.
Quinn does look towards Ada. Do you want to go help me check the ones on the right side? Or we can
Sure.
just have them do it.
We can check the ones on the right side at least.
Alright. Helping out Quinn with the right and left sides. Dust, do you open it?
I'm gonna check for traps a little bit, but
Alright.
then yes, I'm gonna
Go ahead and
open.
roll investigation. Anyone else that's checking for traps on their chest can roll investigation as well.
Seriously, a 9.
Better than nothing.
Quinn rolled an 8. Not with modifier, but that's still an 8.
Yep.
Ada, based off the information you have, it doesn't feel trapped. Or at the very least, you don't see like any tripwire, any.
Yeah,
weird
we're not
angle
seeing
signals.
anything.
Nikolai, same with you, and Dust. Not the best. Quinn, looking at his, goes, mine's not trapped. I think.
But
Okay.
I'm opening my chest.
Alright,
Yeah, let's open them.
We're all opening them.
opening them. And there's a whole bunch of clothes in there. Based off of the information you have, Dust, you open yours first. Examining that, it does have like a whole bunch of Baron-esque clothing. Definitely expensive. There are 5 sets of very expensive and ornate clothing. One of them is like a very fancy boa. Another one has like a very elegant ball gown. A third one is like if you were not actually going shopping, but going out of your way to make it look like you're going shopping and are motivating and can do your own thing. You would wear this to also stand out and show people that you're better than them. You find 5 sets of very ornate feminine clothing. Nikolai, on your side, you find like it's not feminine and it's not masculine. It's more goth. Looking at your clothing, it's like it's not armor, but it's I'm gonna say a t-shirt because I'm gonna go with standard now sets of clothing. You find a t-shirt with like feathers wrapped around the side of it, almost as if it looks like wings. In the front of it, it has like a minotaur skull. One of the horns is like broken off and it's like bleeding down. The very edgy clothing. And then you do also find ornate clothing that they likely have worn or did wear to go to formal occasions. Yours are expensive still. You find 3 sets of clothing. But the first pair does seem to be them when they were younger. and a little bit more rebellious, and the other one's like, "Oh, I have money. I should act more responsibly."
Yeah.
Both still expensive. Uh, it's just a little strange to look at. Quinn finds. Quinn finds a giant diamond worth 1,000 gold.
Like,
Ada, you take note of this. Technically. Ada, when you open yours, you find two what appears to be. They look yellow, as in the tint and tone of the blades themselves. You find one longsword that has a yellow. I was about to say metal bit. Blade, and you find another one that's a short sword with the similar yellow blade.
Ooh.
wow. This feels like very odd clothes shopping. I don't know why.
I don't know. He looks down, looks at his giant diamond. Do you want trade? I could use this, but I prefer the swords.
Yeah, I'll take that trade. I'll take the diamond.
You now have one diamond worth 1,000 gold, and he has the long sword and the short sword. Takes them, puts them to his left side and his right side. Pretty cool.
Fair trade.
Okay. I'm gonna check this next one. I'm gonna check this gold box.
Wow.
All right. Quinn looks towards you, Ada. Do you want to check the gold box or the last wall chest?
I'll check the gold box.
All right, fine with me. I'm gonna have Ada check the middle last one, and Quill's just there chilling. All right.
Do we have to roll an investigation again?
If you want to check for traps.
With this being a bigger one, yes.
Yeah.
Dang it! Again!
There you go. Look at that.
I got a 20.
Nikolai, is the 6 your new check?
No, that was my old check.
Okay. Are you gonna roll an investigation?
Yeah. I got an 8.
Not much better, but a little bit better. Examine the chest first, Dust. You can examine it and figure out that this isn't trapped. Based off the gold filigree, you can tell that this is more an expensive chest. More than likely, when someone dies, their family puts it here if they're very, very wealthy. So it's like a communal thing where they put things in.
Oh.
Basically, I'm going to phrase it this way, which makes sense, but it's a little mean. Like, even if these guys are not the best people. This is basically, no, you can't have this. I'm going to be buried with this. So no matter what, you can't touch this. Kind of situation.
Okay.
They'd rather have it buried and not used than give it to someone else.
Oh.
Do you open it up, Dust?
The items inside?
Is that you talking about Dust or mine?
Dust. We're going to go with Dust first since he rolled a 20 total.
So,
Okay.
It
So
feels
essentially-
like this, Dust. You have yet to open it, but the giant chest feels like, yeah, someone's just putting it down here just to spite people.
oh, okay. So, this is more like these chests are more of people who've died and you don't use them.
Yeah.
More of kind of thing.
At least the
Okay,
one you have in front of you.
Yeah, I will open it up carefully.
All right.
Kind of off to the side.
Opening it carefully, you do so, moving to the side. Nothing does spring out, thankfully. It's not trapped, as mentioned beforehand. And peering inside, you do see like a armor set made out of platinum metal. It obviously wouldn't work that well, but it's expensive. It's definitely worth 2,000 gold. There's also like a family crest blade. That's a +2 sword. By sword, in my notes, it just says sword. So it can be a long sword, short sword, or whatever you want, Dust. Entirely up to you.
Okay.
The family crest is that of a blue rose. Take that out however you will. And off to that side are pedigree papers. So someone basically buried their, not family, but made sure to state, this is who I belong to.
Okay.
That's what you find. Very, very expensive set of armor that is basically worthless and ornamental. Based off of the emblems and crests on the armor set itself, you can tell that this person was in today military terms, a colonel, which is very high ranking, but based off of how the armor is made, likely placed there due to family connections.
Colonel name, but nothing else.
Yeah.
Worthless military.
Moving up towards Nadia, she didn't roll because she didn't see any of you guys being trapped. So opening it up, finds more clothes.
Oh, yeah.
Looks towards Quinn. Quinn, I found a giant spear that shoot out lightning. You want to trade? Quinn opens his up. Find something I'm not going to tell you. No, I'm fine. Are you sure? It seems you're into weapons. No, I found something better.
What did you find?
What'd you find?
I haven't opened this chest yet.
Open it, and we can discuss things. Nikolai.
Are you sure? I kind of want to see know what you have first.
Take something from the area and puts it in a bag. Nikolai, you can roll perception check to see what he basically stashed. You can also tell your box.
Perception?
Yeah.
Damn it.
You can also tell on your box. You're not sure if it's trapped or not, but it feels warm.
It feels warm?
Feels warm.
Well, I'm going to step back 10 feet, and then I'll cast Mage Hand, and then open it with Mage Hand.
Okay. Well, I'm just going to give you this one because... So, if you guys decided to get greedy, here's what was actually going to happen in the beginning. When you found this place and when I told you, hey, there's a lot of stuff here that you could probably use to maybe steal, you would have come across these things known as mimics.
Oh, a mimic?
And they would immediately attack you, draining you of energy, of spell slots potentially, and you would have gone into the fight you were in beforehand way, way weaker. This was the trap with this area. If you got too greedy, immediately attacked. But thankfully enough, you weren't, so I'm just going to give you this one. Nikolai, you back up and, through long range, you guys take this thing out. Everyone comes into help.
I wanted it. Can I kill it real fast?
Yeah. Nikolai.
Yeah. Essentially, we'd kill it.
Yeah, Nikolai, you were the last one to strike.
I want to kill it.
Yeah, Nikolai, you're the last one to strike. Essentially killing it.
Okay, cool. Oh.
Yeah, 36 definitely does hit. Oh, sorry.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, don't worry about it. This was a trap of greed. You honestly can kill this thing now that you succeeded. But looking at this...
Did it have anything in there?
Does unfortunately not have anything in there. Examining the body, a lot of stuff that did have it in there is messed up already.
Quinn.
Oh, yeah?
What'd you get?
What'd you get? Other than that thing that tried to eat you.
It was a mimic. It was enclosed.
Oh yeah, mine too. I had to destroy it. Terrible thing.
Are you sure?
Yeah. You can clearly tell he's lying. You don't even have to roll.
Okay. What'd you actually get? Huh?
He's not gonna tell you. You can tell he's staying quiet. Just because they were helping you doesn't mean they have to tell you things. At a game. But Quinn does go. Look, it's a personal thing.
How personal? You helped us this far.
Yeah, this is the thing I found doesn't involve any of this. It's just something I need or something I want.
I haven't got anything from this so far.
I mean, I'm sorry.
Okay, I see how it is. Okay.
Natalia.
Yes.
You said that you didn't want the spear?
I was lying. It's close.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like 5 sets of clothing worth each 100 gold, which is fine. It's just clothes.
Yeah.
Uh,
But I'll secretly say up to her, nice try, though.
yeah, I thought he would buy it, but, things happen. Ada, looking at yours, you don't believe it's trapped.
Basing off of success of opening the chest and not getting it, bringing a trap or anything, Ada's gonna open hers.
Opening it up, it's not trapped, thankfully. Examining inside of your own chest, not the same thing as dust, but similar in nature kind of things you do see. Inside is a very nice suit, like ornate, decorative, and has almost like the emblem of a phoenix on it. From what you can tell, just looking at it, it has like magical writing in it, so it's definitely magical. On the other side of it does have pedigree papers with a crest, similar and indicative of the clothing itself, with the phoenix. And to its side does have a family crest blade. It's long, ornate, or it's short. It just says blade in my notes, so Ada, you can make it any type of blade you want if you use swords. If not, it can just be a long sword. It's perfectly fine. This is considered a +2 sword.
Alright, good to know. Can I make an Arcana check to see what kind of magical properties the suit has?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll Arcana.
Thank you.
Dogma rolled. I didn't know after I made that. I didn't know if I was making an attack. Sorry.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was seeing if he
nothing
wanted me to roll
prompted,
or not. Okay.
Ada, examining the clothing around you, you can tell that this does have magical energy around it. It's just hard to read, or at least hard to pinpoint it right now. There is.
Good. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying there is the pedigree paper and the sword. Do you take all those stuff?
Be rolling.
Yeah, I'll take all of it.
All right. I still forgot. Nikolai, do you take your armor set?
My armor set?
Oh wait, sorry, dust. Nikolai, you found out.
Oh yeah. No. I would have taken just about everything that I.
All right. There's the +2 sword, the expensive armor set, and the pedigree papers. Nikolai, you found a mimic.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking at the other chest too, and I punch it.
Nikolai, you find another mimic.
Okay, what does it do to me?
This one's silver.
This one's what?
A different color. Doesn't really matter.
Okay.
You just punch this thing, it immediately goes for your hand.
The
you just
left
want to
hand?
fight this thing? Yeah. Well, whatever hand you punch it with.
Oh, okay. I punched it with my left hand because, yeah.
Yeah, it begins to try to swallow your hand. I guess roll athletics check or acrobatics against its athletics. It's just trying to eat you.
I know, apparently.
It has a +4. Nikolai's currently being... Does everyone help to bring him out? Quinn begins to strike at it. Ada, do you assist as well?
She'll cast oh, wrong spell. Shoot. Oh, did I roll for it by accident? Yeah, okay, well, Guiding Bolt.
Casting Guiding Bolt, you burst in, hitting it in the area. Quinn uses his new blades to open the jaw. You burst in, Guiding Bolt. Dust, you can help, it's perfectly fine. If you don't, that's perfectly fine. Eventually,
Yeah. No.
Ada and Quinn kill this thing off, and Nikolai gets uneaten. Inside, you do find a scepter.
Oh, what?
A scepter. It's about 3
Oh.
feet long. At the very top of it seems to be an ornate orb. It doesn't seem to be a gemstone, but it does have like weird, intricate patterns on top of it.
Oh, interesting. A scepter. Okay, cool.
Unfortunately, everything else.
I'll look at it.
Okay, you can roll Arcana if you want to check it out. It does seem to be like arcanic symbolism, but other than that, everything else inside is melted.
Oh my god, you're freaking kidding me! How many times have I rolled a 3?
A lot.
Ugh.
Examining it, magical. Can't tell what it is. That's it. Quinn then states to you all. All right. It does seem that we managed to, win the day, succeed against this woman named Lana. Honestly, me and Quill are gonna go head off and, do our own thing now that the city's safe and we got paid. Right, Quill? Quill then states, "Yeah, that's perfectly fine. I mean, I really have no issue." Man, this is gonna get some getting used to. Well, we'll definitely meet back at the rendezvous point, but should we get there now, or should we burn this place down so no one can use it? This specific place. Based off of Dust's idea, the whole enhancing the city in case for later potential problems might honestly be useful. When he says that, Nadia does state, "If you'd like, the Thieves Guild can hold on to the crystal while, just in case."
I think that might be a good thing. And then, depending on the status of the city, after everything blows over, let them know that this is a possibility to protect the city.
That's fair to say. I will state, though, you should probably leave before they figure out you or they mayor got killed off. I'll try to have my boss smooth things over, but, having the people that are wanted right now, not the best idea to have them walking around the city until we can.
Yeah, no. I kind of want to potentially get a particular item at least before we leave.
Well, if I can help you, more than welcome to. Quinn does state, we're gonna be here till tomorrow, so I can help you as well.
Yeah, no. Remember that contraption that we got when we were opening up the chest earlier in the day? I want to particularly get that.
Heart? Or the other one?
The Golem's heart. Above game.
Yeah.
Dust doesn't know that it's the Golem's heart.
That's fair. Dust, I want you to go ahead and... You honestly don't know where this thing is. But Quinn and Nadia are going to help you. Quinn's a rogue. He kind of deals with this kind of thing. Nadia is a thief. She can, lay traps, gain information. So that's not too difficult to do. However, this is kind of a side story adventure. So, Dust, I want you to go ahead and roll survival with advantage, thanks to these two, to track this thing down. And then afterwards, I want you to go ahead and roll stealth with advantage to sneak in, grab the thing, and pull it back out.
Okay. 16.
Investigating the area after some time, you do spend the rest of the tonight to go and harbor, hey, where this thing is, because after all, if you spend too much time, it's going to be way, way more difficult to find this thing. But you eventually track down the hideout. Well, not so much hideout, because she quite literally was the mayor. You find the mayoral home without too much of an issue. And in her study, you do find the golem heart, or the weird giant gemstone, on top of her desk. But you do see a few people guarding the area. Without too much of concern or worry, you do have two very stealthful thief-likes assisting you. So, Dust, go ahead and roll stealth with advantage.
Okay. 14. And I probably would have also kind of also used my Mask of Many Faces as well.
All right.
In this.
I'll give you a +2 with your Mask of Many Faces. Investigating and looking into the area, you do find and climb up to the second story study room where the thing is. You quickly move it over and step inside. The other two rogues begin to maneuver and work around the house, basically distracting the guards outside to let you access into the home. When you enter inside and manage to grab the golem heart and put it around you, or at least on your person, you do see someone stepping inside, and you quickly turn into a fake guard in tow. When the guard simply states and looks towards you, "Is everything all right inside?" You simply give an affirmative. All right, I'm going to take my last break, so cover the door for me. as you, for some reason, feel that's weird when he describes that. He basically leaves to take his last break. Looking around, you do see that there's someone knocked out in the corner, and there is a painting of kind of like a dog looking and jumping at a frisbee inside of a grove garden, crooked on the wall. The guard itself, or the guard themselves, is like knocked out and hidden behind a, I was about to say shawl, the curtain, sorry. Do you bail out or do you investigate the, I suppose, painting?
I'm gonna investigate the painting.
As you go to investigate the painting, you are able to remove it, and behind it seems to be a safe. However, the safe itself is cracked and broken, or at least the physical form of it is. You begin to open it, and inside seems to be, well, half of nothing. You can definitely tell that something was stolen before you arrived there, not that long ago. But looking to the left side of that empty spot seems to be 3 gold bars just lying in wait there.
I'll take those 3 gold bars.
All right. The gold bars
Nice.
are worth 50 gold apiece, so you now have 150 gold total.
How many are those gold in poundage, or is it just gold money?
Just gold money.
Oh, okay. I thought.
Before we got those basically gold ore. These are specifically bars where if I was to look at the bar, I'd be like, oh, that's 50.
Mhm.
Or they would have an insignia saying, no, this is worth 50 gold.
Yeah, looking at it, you examine it, and it's as you say.
So that's just for flavor. You're not actually giving us like gold and like poundage that we can use for something else.
I mean, you technically can, but the bar itself is worth 50 gold.
Okay.
I'm not going to convert that to pure gold. I'm going to use that for like jewelry.
Yeah, because we were thinking because we have extra gold because we were trying to see if we could craft something with
Yeah.
gold.
You definitely can.
Okay.
I'm just saying
Okay.
it's in bar form. The amount it's worth is 50 gold a bar.
Gotcha. Okay.
So if we were to sell the bar, we would get 50 gold. But in bar form, we could actually potentially use this to make something else to get more gold out of it.
Cool.
Dust, you then hear someone coming towards the hallway. So go ahead and roll stealth again. Advantage, because there's still a ruckus outside.
Okay.
Put along the 2 ropes.
Natural 20.
Nice. You immediately grab the unconscious body, flip the chair, put the body on there, have their head tilt down to indicate that they're falling asleep. You see a pitcher of water next to it. Fill a glass, have it lapped down as if they were heavily drinking. Quickly open a wine bottle, half empty it out the window, put it on the side of the table, and quickly jump out. And then you hear inside, "Hey, one more thing." "Oh, damn it, it was my break! And then you basically bail. You now have the gem heart, as well as some money. And clearly can tell that someone else was in town doing something else. Which I mentioned way back ago, but never interacted with it, so.
Dogma, I want to try a few things.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's say this might be for later session because I kind of want to collab with Dust for something in the future. But so since I found the staff, I want to try to identify it first.
Okay, I'm gonna bring you to the safe house because it's easy.
After that, we would be heading.
I also wanted to do something here.
Okay, you're there. Just the image is moved to here.
Okay. So when I was standing in the center of the circle, was there still magic in that circle, or was it gone completely?
There was a trickling of magic left, but it's not staying there for that long.
Okay, so while I was there, I was going to see if I could place the staff in the center of the circle to see if it could absorb the residual magic.
That's an interesting take on something you have no idea what it does. Roll Arcana.
Okay.
Disadvantage because you have no idea how this works currently.
Okay then.
Ah,
Wow, yeah, never mind. Damn, I hope we've got a 23. Jeez.
I like the thought. If you had any idea of what the scepter does, would have not given you disadvantage, but you still rolled a natural one.
Did I learn what it was beforehand or not? Because I wanted to learn it and then put it in there, but I mean,
if you decided to learn it or connect with it, you can, but the residual magic would have dissipated by that point in time.
Oh, gotcha.
So no matter what, I guess you still failed.
Gotcha.
Do
Yeah.
you want to attune to the item?
I didn't know it. I'm trying to learn what it is. Yeah.
Okay. While walking back here after failing to put magic into the thing, you quickly walk, focusing onto it to make sure you connect to it. After arriving here, and 10 minutes later, after Dust and the Rogues Gallery go over to town to steal some stuff. I guess Dust, you're currently an honorary rogue. Nikolai, you figure out what this scepter eventually does after connecting to it. This gives you 3 cantrips of any class for the day. After a long rest, you then select a separate class and choose cantrips from that class. They can't be stored in there more than one day, so after you choose the separate class, the first ones go away and the new ones reform into it.
So is that like a daily thing? You have to pick the class and then they have cantrips from that class, or does it have separate classes?
You basically say Bardic. You go from the Bardic cantrip list and pick 3 of those. Next day, Cleric. You go into the Cleric list, pick 3 cantrips from that list.
Okay,
the first
nice.
list disappears, and then the new list takes its place.
Are they the coherent with my level, or are they only at
It's cantrip.
small? Yeah, no, I know, but are they level based? Like, since I'm level 8, are they?
If they're not part
upcasted?
of what you are, they don't mingle.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So just level lowest cantrip, casting, other than sorcery or wizard
if you
or sorcery.
Your list, those could technically stack up because you could technically use those. But any other thing would not mesh well.
Okay.
That staff is essentially a butt ton of spell scrolls.
All right. Yeah, it's I would have loved to see what happens if I threw more magic in there. That would have been interesting.
It would have been interesting, that's for sure. Ada, do you connect to any of the things you found?
I think Ada would probably do. It's just the one spell I always get lost from finding. Detect magic on the suit.
Detecting magic on the suit, you can tell that it is magical. Based off of the article of clothing and what magic is imbued into it, you can tell that this is enchantment-based magic. So it has something ingrained into it that you can cast or activate when wearing the suit itself.
Do I know how, or
you would have to just wear it, and then feel a connection with magic and just cast it out.
Oh, okay, that's easy enough.
Do you wear it?
Yeah, I'll wear it.
All right,
wearing
it.
Back at the base, I probably would just go in the room, put it on, and then see what happens.
Yeah, it's a nice suit. Definitely fits any form and function. Since it's magical, it fits any form and function because that's usually what magical items do. Pressing against your body, you can feel the electrical energy on it, and you do have 2 spells ingrained into that suit. One is Shocking Grasp, and the other one is Prestidigitation.
Nice.
Good. Yeah.
The suit itself is known as the suit of the Thunder Mage, but you can honestly call it whatever you want. It's just in my notes what it's called.
Yeah. The armor was pretty mundane. It was just really expensive.
Really
and ornate.
expensive. Ornate.
Okay.
Has the crest of a colonel on it.
Yeah. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. I will have a look at the crystal sword once we get back.
Okay. An hour later, after seeing some stuff, coming back, Vera, Vol, welcome you. I just remembered I named them. V names is 2. At least they're not elves. Eventually,
Elves are
someone
worse.
takes Jim to get arrested. I'm going to say Nadia does that. But coming back, you guys do take a look at the crystal sword. Dust, do you have it?
I do have it.
Okay. Looking at it, do you attune to it? Because it does feel magical.
You know, I might want some kind of sword that's interesting, but I don't know how many sword things I can attune to. You already have your chakrams, right, Dust? Oh, and Aiden,
Yeah, I already have my chakra.
Did you attune to that book?
No, I'm not attuned to anything.
Oh,
So, like,
Aiden,
I don't have very many magical items. In fact, I think I only have the pants that are magical items.
Oh yeah. I didn't know if you did. Because I mean, it's like either choose to do a cantrip or use your chakrams or use something that's not as strong as your chakrams, which is yeah.
Yeah, I know my chakrams are pretty crazy. I have my spice pouch, which is a magical item, and then
I guess you could see what it is, and then if you don't,
Yeah. I would attune just more of see what it is.
All right. While walking back, you begin to attune to it. Thankful for Nadia and Quinn's help. After getting here, 10 more minutes pass. Saying hi to everyone. Vol, Vera greet you. I really should have changed their names, but a little too late for that. You then begin to attune to this completely, and you do feel strange residual magic placed upon yourself. This blade does require attunement, so it does take up one of your attunement slots, and it's known as the crystal. That's a slip for me. The blade itself is known as the Sword of Glass and Crystal. It is a +2 dexterity-based weapon. The sword itself can be any sword you can technically use. But the added bonus to this is that this is considered magical. It is also considered non-magical, which is kind of a weird way of doing things, but that's what you read and register. The other thing you can tell that once embedded into an individual, you can break the sword inside the individual, and it'll do an additional 4d6 points of damage.
Is it gone after you break it?
If the individual is not killed after combat is over, the blade is embedded into them and must be retrieved manually. Otherwise, the blade can be recalled once the life is gone.
So you said that it can change the form of the blade, correct?
Yes. It can be a short sword, long sword, bastard sword, katana, dagger, technically.
Yeah.
Would you be okay if I convert it into a chakram and merge it with my chakram that I currently have?
That's technically a blade, isn't it?
Yeah.
Merging it would require more than a night and a workspace, but doable, technically.
Because, like, with Pact of the Blade, you can... let me see. You can essentially change your weapon or merge it with others. I don't have it here.
Huh. I guess that's true.
Let me see.
Like, merge it how? Like, find the descriptor, please.
Yeah, no, I'm looking for it right now. I'm trying to find it.
Pact of the Blade. You can.
I would have to do a 1 hour ritual. Oh, it would essentially change it. I could change it. I can't merge it.
Oh.
But
So
But
do you have chakrams? So you have to like turn that into your packed weapon instead of your chakrams?
yeah, let me think. Let me see.
Okay. Yeah. If you
Oh.
can't merge it now, you could potentially merge it later with the workspace and enough time.
Yeah, I would merge it later. So, and if worse comes to worse, I could always lose the Artificer's enchantment that I have on it.
I will also state
Oh,
that
yeah.
breaking
Oh, wait.
inside someone does require a bonus action to do.
Wait, say that again?
Breaking your blade inside someone does require a bonus action to do.
Okay. Okay. Oh, and I'm just looking at... Oh, my Artificer's enchantment is for my spells, not my chakram. So,
Based off of the properties of this blade, it is also classified as a non-magical as well as a magical weapon. So take that
Yeah.
however you will.
Okay.
Yep. Okay,
Wow.
yeah, so when I have time, I will merge the two together.
Okay, I don't know how much time we have, but this is what I'm thinking with Dust. We're gonna probably do this in tandem because I have the spell scroll, and he has, and we both have gold, and he has a lot of. So I think we have around like, I would say like close to 20-ish pounds of gold, and we have giant gems.
Mm-hmm.
So I was actually, and he has proficiency in jeweling tools. And so we were going to use that in combination with the Fabricate spell and see what kind of type of jewelry we could create with it.
That's a pretty good idea.
Well, we don't. This will be like in the future. We don't really have time right now. We got to get out of Dodge.
We have that idea, and so I have this spellcast. I mean, so I don't know what kind of gem we would need. Either we could use the gem that we gave to the Thieves Guild, or we could use the gem that is the gem that I got. But I don't. Yeah.
Well, the crystal that you got, it's more of an arcane focus.
Okay, so we probably use
The
the
crystal?
gems that we gave to the Thieves Guild. So we probably could grab that one.
No, the gem for the Thieves Guild, they're going to use that for potentially the defense of the city if need be.
Oh.
Because
I would take it from them and trade it for the other gem that I got. Because then we could get a lot more money from the other gem.
Technically true, but you'd also be leaving the town high and dry.
Like, whereas in like that entire mechanism that was in there, it was being used to essentially control the people.
Did we take any of the gems out of the mirror?
I am going to tell you they're 500 pounds each, except for the big one, which is 1,000 pounds. If you got telekinesis, you can definitely do it. Or 10 of you for each mirror.
I mean, I don't know if that. I could only use something that's 5.
You would also have
feet
to
by
walk
5 feet.
out through the front door to take them out.
If we break them, can they turn into smaller gems or not?
They turn into smaller glass mirrors.
Yeah, the gem. I mean the crystals that were in the mirrors. It was essentially a mirror made out of crystal.
Okay.
If you want to just take some, I guess you could.
No, I'm just trying to this is just speculation right now. So yeah.
And it would be better if we got gemstones and not crystals, because crystals, they're like if you're going in along gemstone, they're kind of low grade.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we're looking. I mean, Ada has a diamond that's worth 1,000 gold also.
Yeah. Again, this is discussion for another time.
Yeah.
Said, though, eventually, I'll tell you guys what the rest of your stuff does. Nadia does look towards you guys, and at the end of the Thieves Guild's main mark does state, "All right then, I will be taking my leave. If you need anything from the Night Owls again, feel free to contact me." She does look towards you, Nikolai, but not Nikolai. It's a pleasure working with you. And goes to shake your hand.
Nick, we need to return the dagger.
Oh, yeah, you need that dagger. Here you go. Here's the owl dagger.
You put it in her palm, takes it, puts it away. Thank you. Now, if you'll excuse me. to have a kind rest of your night, and I suggest leaving town tonight. And she leaves through the front door, saying her goodbyes. Dust and Quill do state. We kind of got to get going as well. I need to find an alchemist that can basically use these serums to help my sister out with her condition.
Yeah. You ever gonna tell me what you found in that chest?
No. Quill just look towards her brother. I mean, you can tell him if you'd like.
Are you sure?
Roll persuade.
Okay.
Hey, that's good.
It's pretty good. He goes into his pockets, finds the weird thing that he wrapped, and then unwraps it, showing you what appears to be a weird. It's not a gem. It's also not a crystal, but it looks like metal that has been engraved with various names on it. Do you speak Infernal?
Do what? Wait a second. No, I think I speak Fey.
All right. Then you don't understand any of these names, but he does state these are names that I needed to collect a long time ago. He quickly wraps it up and does state there are debts owed that I have to go and collect. I wasn't really being honest with you when me and my sister came into the city. We came in here for two reasons. One of them was quite literally getting a job, and we managed to do that. The other one was collecting information.
Well, I guess we had a similar thing in common then?
I suppose we do. Although mine involves more murdering families getting away. So,
yeah, I guess I'm glad. Maybe I shouldn't have asked. I feel like I don't particularly enjoy that as much as I should have.
Yeah, I'm gonna level with you here. He shows you. He doesn't unfurl it again, but he does show you what's in his hand. These assholes were the ones that killed off my sister and my family, and then our neighbors, and then our village. Yeah, kind of pissed off. So I kind of want to not bring this up and put the mood down.
Yeah. I guess that. I mean, I don't really have a. Well,
I'll turn to Quinn.
Right.
I'll turn to Quinn and we'll be like,
Kyle.
Yeah. I'll turn to Quinn and be like, I know all too well on how that is. My clan has been shattered, just like yours.
Fair enough. He does put the list away and he does look towards you. It's been an honor and privilege to work with all of you, quite literally. And I suppose sorry for almost attacking you when we first met. Again, we needed a job and we needed money. I'm not going to say I am sorry, but I am apologizing for the actions I might have done. It's kind of my job, so if I do apologize, then that just means that I'm not very good at my job.
Well, I mean, he did a lot. I mean, well, pretty sure Quill did a lot more, but anyways, here's the. I don't really use this, and I think you might get more use out of it. I hand Quinn a great sword that I had been holding on to that I didn't have any purpose for.
Is it just a standard greatsword?
It's a standard greatsword.
He grabs onto it and he furls it around. When he does that, immediately you see the blade burn with a sigil and a mark in Infernal. Anyone can actually see this. And then he flips it, and the sigil is no longer there. This could be useful. He sheathes it to the side.
Cool.
Right then. All of you do take care, and good luck out there. If we meet each other again, definitely... I suppose since we haven't attacked each other, first we should make sure we're not on opposite ends, and then get a drink or something.
Oh, most definitely.
Oh,
if you're ever in need of work, look us up. We might have something for you.
I'm gonna
I
cross a few
Oh, sorry.
names out of this list, and we'll see about that. But Nikolai, you were saying
can we get a drink now? I really want a drink.
you're currently fugitives. I don't think that's the best idea. But Quinn and
Yeah.
Quill do head out. With any luck, he does state he will find a medicine to help Quill with her current attention problems.
I will let him know about the potential with Serrano, with him being an alchemist.
He does not, and that will honestly be his first step heading out before he leaves town. And now the original gang is back together.
Jeez.
Now I'm gonna quickly just do a powwow with Nikolai and Ada. How do we want to distribute the money that we got? Just three ways.
Sure. I mean,
like you say this between each other. It's like Vol and Vera are there, but you don't have to give him anything. Obviously, it's just you're saying, how do we in game split up the money? Like everyone gets their fair share, but out of game, 3 ways.
Well, Ada, it's up to you if you want. Because I mean, I was saying that out loud in game. This is out of game. If you want to, if Ada would like to share the diamond that she found, and then we could use that as a pool of since I got the fabricate scroll, and then use Dust's skill, and then pool all of that into making something in the future, it would be worth a heck of a lot. And then sell it off.
Ada would have been fine with sharing the diamonds. He doesn't really have too much of a use for it.
Actually, with it being a 1,000 gold diamond, you actually have a few spells that are really handy to have that require that diamond.
Yeah, that's
just as a cleric.
Thing? Oh, as a cleric? Okay.
As a cleric, I think it's Revivify. I believe it is, but it requires a diamond to use to bring someone back from the dead.
Okay.
So
Revivify, is that a? That's diamonds worth 300 gold pieces.
Oh yeah.
There are a lot of spells that require diamonds. I am going to say, in game, you can use the very big diamond and it'll break off. This is just in this game. It'll break off enough that it qualifies for the amount owed.
So essentially, her having the diamond will be useful for her spell casting.
Well, I guess if she needs to get the Revivify.
Oh no, she already has it.
Oh, okay. Well, you could break that off, and we could use part of the diamond, and you could save that for whenever you needed to use the Revivify. I guess
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's talk about that after game a little bit.
Yeah.
But your team does begin to distribute things, hand over money from between each of you. Vol and Vera and each of you are ready to head out. You head out still same night, but manage to travel on the road for the following day. As you're beginning to move out and head out into the streets and into your next destination, which I do believe Ada and the gang were heading towards the library you guys were told about, to discover and learn more information on what has transpired. You do get on this road and encounter, an empty personnel shop. You then hear something in the distance just stating out loud, "Oh, shit, it's already morning! What time is it?" Looks into the sky. "Oh, it's already noon." You just see someone rushing towards your destination. Hops over the counter, and then just looks towards you guys. "Oh, customers! Welcome! And how may I help you today?" What happens now is another chapter of your story, with a different character and, another... I already said another chapter. And another story to tell. We'll figure out what that story is next time, as in the session for today. And you do